all for just $19.99. That's enough for you to feed your whole lineup and the fans before kickoff. Hand-tossed, pan, thin and crispy, even tavern style. Pizza Hut has something for every seat in the stadium. Order now for delivery or carryout at pizzahut.com or on the app. Fuel your game day with the Big Dinner Box. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Every rally.
Bouncing off the block, Wisconsin gets that rally.
Every block.
Mataska denied at the net by Horner and Andrew.
Every kill.
Nothing wrong. Here's Collier, and Collier's doing everything right now for the Badgers.
This is Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Live from Eugene, Oregon, the Badgers visit the Oregon Ducks.
Sunday afternoon volleyball on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. For the first time, Wisconsin and Oregon in Eugene as the Badgers and Ducks meet. It was football last night on a rainy field. This afternoon, they're indoors for volleyball. 12th-ranked Wisconsin and Oregon set to square off here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Good afternoon, everybody, in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. My name is Jesse Nelson. Wisconsin 14-3 on the season, fresh off a 4-set victory in the late night hours Friday evening in Washington. The Oregon Ducks 13-6 on the season, 4-5 in Big Ten Conference play under first-year head coach Trent Kirsten. For more on today's match, we bring in the man calling it live from Eugene as he enjoys the Pacific Northwest this week. It's John Arias. John, how have your travels treated you out west this weekend?
How's it going, Jesse? Pretty well. And the thing is, I think I finally just got adjusted to the time, just in time to get back to Wisconsin and have to do it again. So,
well, that's why Mark Tauscher is going to spend a few extra days out there this week. He decided to make a little vacation out of it throughout the course of the week. I did hear Kelly Sheffield joined the radio booth last night for the football broadcast. Were you in attendance at the football game as well, or what was the team doing in Eugene last night?
Well, here's my mindset as far as that's concerned for me. It was on and off rain for a moment, for a little bit, maybe an hour or so. There was some sunshine, and I said to myself, do I want to be outside in 40 to 50 degree weather and rain? And I said, I don't really want to do that. I'd like to be comfortable today. So I didn't go. Kelly did. The team didn't go. They were hunkered in at the hotel. But I do know the Uber situation coming back was very chaotic. You had to wait a long time. So Kelly ended up walking about an hour back to the hotel from the football stadium.
What? No.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a trooper.
That's dedication. I would have waited it out for the Uber, if you ask me. Wisconsin and Oregon this afternoon, first time meeting in Eugene between these two programs. They met last year for the first time in the regular season as Big Ten opponents. One of the big storylines, Mimi Collier returning to face her old team. Not as much a homecoming as it may feel with a new head coach there and whatnot, but still got to be a special day for Mimi back in Eugene.
Yeah, I think you put it well there, said it well there, Jesse. It is a homecoming, but it's different because the reason Mimi Collier left Oregon is because her head coach went to Kansas. So this is a brand new team. There's only one player left on this roster from last year that was Mimi's teammates. So yeah, it is a homecoming. And I mean, she was 6th all time at Oregon in career kills with 1,461. She spent a lot of time here. She's showing her teammates rather, all the sights as they were busing back and forth to practice yesterday. But we'll see if Mimi Collier can be the Mimi Collier that has been, very valuable for Wisconsin this season, but specifically on Friday night when she went off with 25 kills, 18 digs, 4 aces, and 5 blocks.
An outstanding night for Mimi in 4 sets in the win against Washington. We'll see if she can do more of the same here this afternoon. Wisconsin and Oregon first serve coming up about 30 minutes from right now. Looking forward to it. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Jesse.
And a reminder, you can watch along on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel to the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball announcer cam for each broadcast throughout the remainder of this season. Wisconsin and Oregon live streaming on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. You'll see John Arias and Jess Williams having the play-by-play call. Watch along with the announcer cam on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. When we come back, we'll hear from Wisconsin assistant coach John Shondell as we continue to preview 12th-ranked Wisconsin and Oregon coming up on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Underneath it, bump set, left side, powers it down. What a rally, and Wisconsin comes out on top.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title, hear every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Blocked by Bucky.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also brought to you by Northwestern Mutual of Southern Wisconsin.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers.
12th ranked Wisconsin and Oregon coming up. First serve about 25 minutes from right now here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Pre-match show continues. Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Let's take a check of the block leaderboard for this season. Blocks brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Block out the cold air this fall and winter with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today. Take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months. 158 blocks as a team for the Wisconsin Badgers this year, and it is a two-player race to see who will top that leaderboard at the end of the season. Right now, Carter Booth in front with 78 total blocks to her name. Allie Andrew with 73. So Carter Booth in front by 5. We check that every match before and after. Blocks brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Mimi Collier, by the way, third on the team with 42 as she gets set to face her former team, the Oregon Ducks, where she played for 3 seasons before transferring to Wisconsin this offseason. Speaking of a new addition to the Wisconsin Badgers team, assistant coach John Shondell, who helped assist with a challenge for head coach Kelly Sheffield that clinched the match in the 4th set on Friday night in the late night hours. John Shondell, one could say he was the MVP, if you're not going to say it was Mimi Collier on Friday night. John Audius had a chance to catch up with the new Badgers assistant coach a little bit earlier today.
So how did you end up here as an assistant at Wisconsin?
Well, Kelly started talking to me about it last May, and it's built up a little bit more momentum as the summer went on. And with the Ignite, they had a coaching change, and I wasn't sure where I was going to be with the Ignite, even how stable the league even is. It's kind of year to year, and then Kelly convinced me to come here, and I've really enjoyed it ever since I've been here. It's been a great experience so far.
Yeah, your teaching of techniques and fundamentals is what others say about you as some of the strong suits of you as a coach. What are your thoughts on that when you hear that, and what else are they missing?
Well, I think that goes back to my family, my brother and my father, and that's kind of where Kelly learned it too. We all came up under the same tutelage. I think my brother Steve is probably as good as anyone in the world at teaching fundamental skills. And Kelly and I both were able to coach under him for 3 or 4 years, and he really taught us everything. And being an elementary PE major, that's what I was. I learned how to, I think, relate to people at all ages and all skill levels. And even back home, I would do lessons with 9, 10, 11-year-old kids all the way up through high school. And working with so many different people, you just kind of figure out what makes, how to push buttons and what makes things work. It's been pretty good.
Yeah. How long have you known Kelly? Kelly says you guys have known each other for a long time.
Kelly and I were in a summer school class when we were in second grade at Muncie Burris, and I went to a different school, but I took summer school there, and then we went to the same school. I switched schools to Muncie Burris in 7th grade, so we've known each other. We've been schoolmates and teammates since 7th grade.
All right, very cool. I do want to get kind of your thoughts, too, on the win on Friday at Washington. During the broadcast, Jess had mentioned something about, at the very end when the challenge happens, like she was looking at you or something like that and said, John just said to Kelly to challenge that. Could you talk about what happened there at the end with that challenge that Wisconsin wins?
It was really close, and I just looked at the blocker, and she looked like she might have touched it. So I said, Kelly, challenge that. We have 2 challenges left, and last match we challenged early, so I know he was reluctant to challenge early because it came back to burn us a little bit against USC, but we had 2 left. I said, Kelly, don't leave them in your pocket. Let's use one. And he used it and ended up being a pretty good challenge.
Well, welcome to Madison. Thanks for the time.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
John Arias with Badgers assistant John Shondell, who again assisted with the challenge that helped Wisconsin defeat Washington on the final point in the 4th set on Friday evening. 12th ranked Wisconsin and Oregon coming your way. First serve just after 3 o'clock Central Time here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Our pre-match trivia question with both Wisconsin football and Wisconsin volleyball playing in Eugene, Oregon this weekend. Is Eugene, Oregon, multiple choice, I was nice to you today, named after a real person, an animal, or a fictional character? I will tell you the story regardless of what the answer is coming up in 2 minutes on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top-quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Love Madison.
Oregon weekend continues here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Everybody playing out in the Pacific Northwest this weekend. Wisconsin football last night against the Ducks. 12th ranked Wisconsin volleyball visiting Oregon this afternoon. First serve about 20 minutes from right now. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Our pre-match trivia question: Eugene, Oregon is the home of the University of Oregon. Is Eugene, Oregon named after a real person, an animal, or a fictional character? Your correct answer is A real person, Eugene Skinner, an American settler who was born in New York. He's kind of a jerk. Let me tell you about him for a second. He moved with his family at age 14, actually lived for a short period of time in Albany, which is in Greene County, Wisconsin. How about that? Ties to the city of Eugene. Later, Eugene Skinner moved to California, went north to Oregon, where his family of 5 farmed. Skinner claimed land, which he established and operated a ferry system on. He actually built it up where it was a monopoly on the ferry system in the area. Later, Skinner donated a portion of the property to the county for buildings. He took up practicing law, became the county clerk, and they named it Eugene City, all thanks to him building up that ferry monopoly. That is how the city of Eugene came to be in Eugene, Oregon. Eugene Skinner, who, ironically, Albany, Wisconsin, where he lived for a short period of time, 19 miles south of Oregon, Wisconsin, the southwest part of the state. Quick check of the Big Ten scoreboard. Teams in action today besides 12th-ranked Wisconsin and Oregon, which gets started here in just a little bit. Everybody else either already in action or done. Iowa defeating Rutgers in 5 sets a little earlier today. 18th-ranked Penn State gets its 7th win in conference play, 3-1 over Ohio State. They're in the 5th right now in a top 25 matchup between 20th-ranked Minnesota and number 11 Purdue. That one will have some significance on the Big Ten standings. Purdue right now tied with Wisconsin for second place in the conference, with both teams at a 7-2 record in Big Ten play. So if the Gophers win, Wisconsin will stand alone at 7-2, 8-2 with a victory against Oregon this afternoon. 23rd ranked Indiana, 3-0 over Northwestern, and in the second set, number 22 USC leads 1-0 over Washington. We'll get you a full scoreboard rundown, including the latest from Wisconsin athletics and the busy weekend for the Badgers in every sport coming up at the intermission report between sets 2 and 3 today. When we come back, we will hear from head coach Kelly Sheffield, who spent over an hour walking back from the football game to the hotel last night. Hope he's not cold. Hope everything dried for him in the rain. Kelly Sheffield with John Arias coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025. Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
12th ranked Wisconsin and Oregon coming your way from Eugene here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Mimi Collier's return to face her former team, the Oregon Ducks. But another big return for Wisconsin the last couple of matches. Grace Egan returning from injury. 8 kills, a .538 hitting percentage on Friday night in 4 sets against the Washington Huskies. Egan in the last 2 matches back looking strong and healthy, a key component, the redshirt sophomore, for Wisconsin's success this year. Of course, one of my favorite stats of the year, Grace Egan with 5 aces in 1 set against the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee earlier this year in non-conference play. Let's get a check of the Steinhafels ace tracker. Relax, it's Steinhafels. Grace Egan not atop the leaderboard. She is tied for 3rd, though, with Addie Horner with 11 aces this year. Again, 5 coming in 1 set. Remarkable. Una Vajagic continues to lead Wisconsin with 14 service aces. Mimi Collier, the Oregon transfer, with 12. Natalie Wardlow on the cusp of also hitting double figures. She has 9 aces entering play today. 81 aces in all as a team for the Wisconsin Badgers this season, just 40 for their opponents. That's a check of the Steinhafels ace tracker. Relax, it's Steinhafels. We now go back to Eugene, where John Arias had a chance to catch up with hopefully a dry after walking an hour in the rain last night. Kelly Sheffield, the head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers volleyball team.
What's the best match you've seen from Mimi Collier so far this season, and where would you rank Friday night?
Wow, you caught me off guard with that question. I'm not sure how I'd rank them right now. It's but that was a really good match for her, and certainly we jumped on her back, I would say, and she certainly carried a heavy load for us, not just attacking wise, but behind the service line, blocking. I mean, it was a fantastic match.
One thing I found interesting was this week Mimi Collier made a scouting report on herself, and you've encouraged others on the team to do so too. Why is that?
There's a lot of learning. That's something that, typically around this time that we'll do with some of our players. She got her and Britt got a jump on that, which is awesome. Today you have every single contact of every player in the country. Every team has every single contact that you have. That was not the case 15 years ago or so, and so they probably know you better than you know yourself. And so now it's kind of a race to fill your holes, fix your holes, or whatever, expand your game. Because if you don't, then it gets harder and harder to do what it is that you're wanting to do. And I love how proactive she is and is in charge of her own improvement.
Talking with Wisconsin head coach Kelly Sheffield, the Badgers in Eugene, Oregon, ready to face the Ducks. And speaking of Oregon, I think one of the things that stands out is their serving, especially Clemente's serve, the jump topspin, and they also have Violette, too, who's a pretty good server as well.
Yeah, you got a pretty good server when Violette is your second best server, because that kid can get on runs, as we saw last year when she was at Michigan. Clemente is this lefty kind of top side spin serve, kind of a la Micah Hancock, that type of server. We're going to try to hopefully get a matchup where we can pass 4 against her, because if that ball gets into space, it's really, really John, people are passing a 1-1-8 when she gets that serve in. I've never seen a passing average so low against a server as that. And, part of, she's only getting it in 73% of the time, but if she's getting it in, they're not passing it, and they're not first ball siding out on that either.
Anything else to watch for against the Ducks today?
It's an elite out of system team, so they're not a great passing team, but these guys hit their way out of trouble about as well as any team statistically that we've seen. So we're going to have to be aggressive. We're going to have to be aggressive passing. We're going to have to be aggressive defensively. If we do that, I like our chances. But this is a really solid team, and a team that's getting better as the season's gone on.
All right, best of luck.
Thanks, John.
That is Wisconsin head coach Kelly Sheffield with John Arias out in Eugene. You heard Kelly Sheffield if you were listening to the Wisconsin football radio broadcast last night. He joined Matt LePay and Mark Tauscher in the booth during the second half of last night's game. And a reminder, you can also catch Kelly Sheffield every week on the Kelly Sheffield Show. Head coach Kelly Sheffield sits down with John Arias for an in-depth conversation about all things Wisconsin volleyball, including answering questions from fans. The Kelly Sheffield Show, weekly on ESPN Madison, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification, 10 for illegal ID on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey Madison, it's Rich Eisen. Join me for the Rich Eisen Show, weekdays noon to 2, right here on 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
For the first time ever, 12th-ranked Wisconsin and Oregon meet in the Pacific Northwest. Wisconsin has never lost to Oregon, including a win last year over the Ducks in Madison, for the first time meeting as Big Ten opponents. The Badgers and the Ducks comes your way next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Pro volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit wisconsinsurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's wisconsinsurplus.com.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by the Gordon Flesh Company.
And welcome back to Eugene, Oregon. John Arias with you as the Badgers take on the Oregon Ducks here at Matthew Knight Arena. It's the first ever match for the Badgers in Eugene. Time for what to watch in today's match, and obviously keeping an eye on the return of Mimi Collier to Oregon. Collier was an Oregon Duck for 3 seasons, where she was a 3-time All-American. Of course, now in Madison with the Badgers, and we'll see how she does against her former team. And if it's anything like Friday night, that's a good thing for Wisconsin. Collier had 25 kills in the Badgers win at Washington, a season-high 4 aces, a season-high 18 digs, and she tied a season-high with 5 blocks. Mimi did everything for the Badgers against the Huskies. So we'll keep an eye on Mimi Collier, the return to Oregon. As far as the Badgers and handling what Oregon does, one thing the Ducks do really well is serve, especially from 2 players in particular, Alana Clemente, who's a freshman, and Valentina Violette. Now, Clemente has 30 aces this season. That's 5th in the Big Ten. Violette has 31. That's 4th in the Big Ten. But Clemente is this jump topspin. She's a lefty. It goes left to right at the Badgers on their side of the court. In fact, they were practicing yesterday with that, and they might be passing 4 players across the back row when Clemente is back there, just because they want to take up as much space as they can. And so we'll watch how the Badgers handle serve-receive against Oregon. That's going to be a really big key today for Wisconsin. So there you go. That's what to watch in today's matchup, as the Badgers will close out the first half of the Big Ten season after today. Wisconsin 7-2 in the Big Ten. Oregon comes in at 4-5, and we've got the starting lineups and the opening serve coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your Halloween, holiday, or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
The first set of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Northwestern Mutual of Southern Wisconsin. A better way to money starts here.
In Oregon, John Arias and Jess Williams with you here at Matthew Knight Arena, getting set for the Badgers and the Ducks in this Big Ten volleyball matchup. Mimi Collier just introduced in the starting lineup for the Badgers, got a nice round of applause. In fact, they gave her some flowers, gave her a little plaque, I think, with her picture on it from her time at Oregon. Very nice gesture there by the Ducks. It's time for the starting lineups. Let's take a listen first to Kelly Sheffield's Badgers, who come in 14-3 and 7-2 in the Big Ten. Here's Wisconsin's starting lineup.
Number 1, Una Vajagic, outside hitter from Novi Sad, Serbia.
Number 2, Addie Horner, setter from Wheaton, Illinois.
Number 17, Alicia Andrew, middle blocker from Ridgefield, Washington, roll badge.
Number 10, Madison Quest, outside hitter from Pewaukee, Wisconsin, on Wisconsin.
Number 7, Kristen Simon, libero from Louisville, Kentucky.
Number 52, Carter Booth, middle blocker, Denver, Colorado.
Number 15, Mimi Collier, outside hitter from Lincoln, California. Go Badgers.
And there you go, the starting lineup for Kelly Sheffield's Wisconsin Badgers, coming off a 4-set win at Washington on Friday. Their tour of the Pacific Northwest continues here today against the Oregon Ducks. So let's take a look at the starting lineup for Oregon. First is the setter. She's a senior, 5'9", a transfer from Butler, Cora Taylor. A 6'2" freshman opposite Alana Clemente. She's a freshman, 3.5 kills per set, 30 service aces this season. Valentina Vallette is a transfer from Michigan. On the outside, 6'1", junior, 3.4 kills per set. In the middle, Holly McFadden, 6'4", freshman, about a kill per set. Sophia Myers, a 5'1" outside grad student, transfer from LMU, 2.2 kills per set. The middle is Iva Shushurovic. I asked Una Vajagic how to say that. Shushurovic. So I'm practicing that all day. 6'3" sophomore, 1.5 kills per set.
She
Reese Shepard.
She just gave Una a hug.
Oh, did she? Reese Shepard,
Sorry.
a 5'9" freshman. And that's the starting lineup for first-year coach Trent Kirsten and the 13-6 Ducks, who are also 4-5 in the Big Ten. You know, Una Vajic, there's so many Serbian players nowadays in college volleyball,
Crazy.
and I think Una knows all of them.
I think seriously, they're at our hotel. They're always chatting in the lobby or meeting for coffee, or I think she makes it a point to see every one of them and have a meaningful conversation with all of them.
And she used to live with Shushurovic. Yeah, she was a former roommate of the Kansas middle, who was also from Serbia. So, yeah, she knows a lot of those Serbian players. So here we go. It's the return of Mimi Collier to Eugene, Oregon, the first ever match for 12th-ranked Wisconsin here in this city. Jess, thoughts before first serve?
First thought, I'm really glad we don't have to see the wood floor because it's really, you've seen it on TV. It's got all the big pine trees on it. We have a nice Terraflex with wood accents on the center, but really happy we don't have to see that. No, really excited for this matchup. We'll love to see how our left side block is tested by Clemente on the right side. She is very, very powerful on the right. So that's going to be a name you'll hear a lot tonight. But just excited to see how the team responds. We've been here for almost 2 days now, it feels like 2 weeks. So ready to get the show on the road.
Wisconsin versus Oregon. The Badgers will move it left to right with the opening serve from Una Vajic, and it goes into the net. Service error from Una, and it's a quick 1-0 start for the Ducks. Oregon on the scoreboard first after a Vajic service error, and she struggled behind the service line and on serve receive against Washington on Friday. Una did. She had 4 service errors on Friday night. Hopefully that trend does not continue the rest of this match. Here's Collier's first swing from the left side, and Collier connects. Cross-court kill for Mimi Collier right in front of the libero Shepard, and it's 1-1.
Got that one out of the way. I think she's been so excited to play here, and but I think there's a nervous energy that comes with that. So happy to get that first swing, that first kill out of the way.
Here's Kristen Simon, left to right, puts it over to the back row. Taylor setting over to the right side. That's Clemente off the top of the block. Simon picks it up. Now Horner back sets right side for Grace Egan, who deflects off the block and down. So Egan, who really was a spark plug on her first match back against USC when she entered the match, and then on Friday as well when she came into the front row for the Badgers against the Huskies, makes it 2-1. Grace Egan, the transfer from Ohio State, the 6'1" redshirt sophomore. Now Simon serves back row. Here's Taylor, sets to the middle, and it's a kill for Oregon. Straight off the Badgers block and down by Shushurovic.
Allie's really got to, not pressed on that ball, so really has to make a focus to get stopped, get pressed, and then her hands aren't being used on that.
Now here's Clemente's serve, handled by Simon perfectly to Horner. Left side, up and over the block is Mimi Collier, so the Badgers handle that bullet from Clemente. Knock on wood that continues for the Badgers, and it's now 3-2.
Yep, and she can really go on some service runs. So happy to hit that out of there in one. Good pass by Kristen.
Egan serves to the back row. Taylor has it, sets to the left side. Offhand tip up and over by Myers. Badgers pick it up from the back row. That's Vajic, deep and in from Una. So Una Vajic makes it 4-2.
Love that spot. Love the tempo, and really that was a great, mixing things up, getting that established in the early in the match is good.
Here's Egan, right hand off the top of the net, and it falls over. Hits off the top of the tape. It drops down for an ace.
Almost canceled on that one. It kind of teetered on the top of the tape. Could have fallen back on our side. Could have rolled over for an ace, which it did. So happy for that.
Egan serving again, right hand to the left back. 2 Ducks collide. It's an overpass back to the Badgers. Horner runs the slide. There's Allie Andrew right through the defense, cutting through with that kill, and the Badgers lead it by 4.
And that ball, honestly, I think Allie kind of overran that a little bit, or it was underset a little bit. It looked like Allie was trying to go all the way to the pin. So like to see that connection kind of cleaned up a little bit.
Timeout, Oregon here in the first set. We're early. It's a 4-0 scoring run from the Badgers, and Wisconsin leads 6-2 here in the first set from Eugene, Oregon. We'll be back after this on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Timeout on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
4-0 run for the Badgers, up 6-2 over Oregon. John Arias, Jess Williams with you. Back to the action as Grace Egan puts one in play. Right hand across at Fukumoto. Now from the back row, that's Clemente into the Badgers block, and she gets shut down at the net. So point Wisconsin, it's a 5-0 run.
Yeah, and Clemente, she's in the back row now, so they will find her front row, back row. That time she's coming from the right back into the middle of the court on what we call a bick, but stopped at the net.
Here comes Oregon. Taylor runs the slide. That's Chuchurovic into the block. Back to Oregon. Now to the left side. Myers cross-court off the platform of Simon standing on the left back, and that's going to be a point for Oregon.
That's a hard hit ball. Goes off the hands and deflects off that to the right left back sideline. Simon tries to get her hands up, not able to handle that.
And so it'll be Oregon's Myers to serve now. She'll put one off of the platform of Egan on the right back, and it falls down to the floor for an ace.
And it's a hard angle when you're going the left sideline to the right back. That's a kind of a tough angle, but Egan's got to get her arms there and get that back around.
Here's Myers over to Simon. Good pass up front to Horner. High setup left side for Collier. Bounces off the block, and Mimi's got another one. That's the third kill off 3 swings from Mimi Collier.
Love to see it. Mimi doing Mimi things. No, she used the block well. That one she swipes off, and it goes off the court to the right side on the Oregon sideline. That's a nice shot.
Here's Collier over. Back row. That's Shepard, the libero, on serve receive. Over to the left side. Splitting the block at the swing is Violet. Badgers with an overdig. It's slapped down by Taylor. Picked up by Wisconsin. Now Vigeets from the left side. Goes up and over the block, and it's handled by the Ducks. From the right back, that's Clemente. She's looking for that deep back right corner, and it goes long. Hitting error by Clemente, and it is now 8-4 Wisconsin. Clemente leads the team at 3.5 kills per set for Oregon, but that one, her second hitting error off 3 swings without a kill. Here's Collier's serve. It forces an overpass from Violet, and it's smashed right back down by the Badgers.
And Allie Andrew, this father figure type presence at the net right now. She is controlling the net. She's getting touches on back row, front row. It's really a really commanding presence right now.
So here's Collier serving from the middle of the end line. She'll toss into the air, right hand, sail it over, and that passes off to the right, and that's down for an ace. Collier dealing behind the line right now for the Badgers.
Mimi, let's go. I think it's coming back to your home gym, or what was your home gym. It can be really intimidating, and she's handling the pressure well, and she's really performing like Mimi does. It's awesome.
Collier serves back row. Pass pulls Taylor to the back. Setting it up for Clemente. Dug by Collier. Horner grabs it, sets it. Power tip down by Una Vigeets. Mimi Collier shining bright like opalite right now. She is fantastic for the Badgers, and it's a 12-4 Wisconsin lead, and it's going to force a timeout for Oregon. Heck, Mimi's been great all weekend here in the Pacific Northwest. Timeout Oregon, their second, a 5-0 scoring run from Wisconsin, and it's the Badgers 12, the Ducks 4. Back with more in the first on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
Another 5-0 scoring run from the Badgers, and Wisconsin is up by 8 over Oregon. John Arias and Jess Williams with you from Matthew Knight Arena, Eugene, Oregon. Badgers 12, Ducks 4. Collier serving. Another good one with the pass off to the right sideline. The setup goes to Violet. She'll tip into the block, and she'll get stopped at the net by the Badgers defense. Wisconsin's Addie Horner right there on the outside block, and she's able to push it down just on the line.
And that set inside, so Addie is reaching, but she's able to reach and press. So the difference between that being swiped off and straight down, that's big.
And then Collier finally serves into the net. 6-0 scoring run for the Badgers.
Oh, she's having a great run so far. It's man, it's good. It's what you want to see.
Had a 5-0 run, followed up shortly thereafter by a 6-0 run. The pass by the Badgers is tight to the net. There's a joust, and it's won by Oregon. So the Ducks get the point, and it's now 13-6.
It looks like they're kind of focusing on Mimi. She's been getting a lot of passes, so they're definitely targeting her. They just pulled her out of the serve-receive pattern, so let's see who they go after now.
Here's Shashurovich with the serve at Egan. A good one up front to Horner. Setter dump attempt, and the dig goes off of the net and down. It was a dig attempt there by Myers, and so the setter dump works for Wisconsin. It's 14-6.
I like that. I like when Addie's front row. She's 6'2". She can really, she sold it well. She went up pretending like she was going to set, and she is able to throw it down straight to the ground. It's cool.
Here's Natalie Wardlow behind the line for the Badgers. Ducks awaiting this serve. Right hand floated over. Hand pass up front by Myers. Here's Violet with a swing on the outside left. Pushed back by the Badgers. Covered. Now from the right back, an attack by Clemente is deep and out, and there's a touch call.
Is that off the block?
I think it might have been off the block. Clemente records the kill. That's her first kill of the match. She's hitting -200. So Cora Taylor, the setter, a senior setter transfer from Butler, is back to serve now for the Ducks. Oregon comes in 13-6. They're 4-5 in the Big Ten. Simon's pass, tight up front to Horner. Right side, there's Weigich, stopped and covered by Simon, and now a whistle. And a net violation against the Badgers will give Oregon the point. It's 14-8 Wisconsin.
That's just a tight, Kelly's asking who was the net? That was a net? The net, oh, here's her shirt. Okay, so usually you don't see a net call on an attacker, especially when I didn't think the ball was that tight, so that was weird.
Badgers on serve receive. Horner runs the slide. There's Booth going down the line and going wide. Hitting error from Carter Booth, and the 6'7" middle blocker for the Badgers. Coming off 3 kills, 3 errors on Friday night, and an error right there. It's a 3-0 run for Oregon.
I like to see that. I like Carter going back on the slide. The timing hasn't been there. The connection hasn't been there between her and Addie yet.
Weigich's pass off the net and down. It's an ace for Oregon. That was Sophia Myers, the 5'11" outside, picking up the ace. Now 14-10, the lead down to 4. Wisconsin has led by as big as 8 points, as many as 8 points. Another good serve and overpass, and there's Violet cleaning up that overpass for the Ducks, and it's going to force Kelly Sheffield's hand, and Coach Sheffield is going to call a timeout. 14-11 is the score, and now it's a 5-0 Oregon run. We'll keep it right here. The Badgers had built as, actually, check it, I said 8-point lead. It was a 9-point lead for Wisconsin at one point when the Badgers were up 13-4.
Yeah, and that's sort of what we saw on Friday with Washington. You come out really strong, really focused, and really dialed in, and then you sort of take the foot off the gas a little bit and let the teams come back into it. So Oregon is serving really tough. They're putting some really tough balls on our passers right now. And the passing has not been optimal. So Addie's moving around a lot. We're not able to be very creative with our offense here. So like to see that sort of change here.
Wisconsin right now led by Mimi Collier's 3 kills off 3 swings. The Badgers have 9 total kills, 2 errors, hitting .583. Oregon 5 kills, 3 errors, 15 swings with a .133 attack percentage. Wisconsin has benefited from 2 big runs, a 5-0 run that broke a 2-all tie, and a 6-0 run that made it 13-4. And right now that lead, which was once 9, is down to 3. Oh. 14-11. Both teams back out onto the court. It'll be left back Viagates, middle back Egan, right back Simon, awaiting the serve from Taylor. Ducks coming off a win against UCLA. Taylor had an ace, 38 assists in that one. Now the Badgers find Mimi Collier on the attack from the right side, and it's out of bounds. First hitting error from Collier.
She doesn't miss by a lot, but that one really, 5 feet out of bounds. That was not close at all.
Standing float by Taylor, zipped in at Egan. Collier from the end line, high set up for Viagates, tries to tip off the block. It's popped up and saved, and now set over on a free ball by Myers. Horner runs the slide, cross court Booth. Once saved, twice, and now another free ball back to the Badgers. Egan scoops it up to Horner. Back row, here comes Collier. Off the block, deflected, popped up again by the Ducks, and it's pushed down and over off the top of the net by Clemente. It just hit the top of the tape almost like a serve would do and dropped down for the ace, and Oregon was all over the court, but they end up with the point.
And Oregon playing really scrappy defense right now. They are, they're hit the scores table on that one. That's they're really showing some gusto right now.
7-0 run. Here's Horner setting up Viagates, swinging, and it's down. A touch call, then Una stops a 7-0 run, and now the Badgers are up by 2.
And Una inside on the pass, she's able to transition out, get out, and use the block on that down the line. It's a great play.
Serve received by Shepard. Here's Clemente left side. Bounces it down through the Badgers block. And there is Alana Clemente with the kill for Oregon. Ducks down by 1.
And the crowd has been relatively quiet thus far, but these hustle plays have really kind of awoken them. They're using this energy from the crowd and really finding holes now. We don't really want them to stay in this.
Here's Violette's jump topspin right into the center of the net, so the Badgers dodge a bullet there. And they lead again by 2.
Nothing kills the momentum like a missed serve right there. I mean, you could hear the crowd getting into this. So hoping we can tame this.
Here's Una Viagates serving for Wisconsin. The redshirt sophomore out of Serbia sails it long. Out of bounds. 16-15 Wisconsin first set. Badgers led by as many as 9 points. Big 7-0 Oregon run a few moments ago brought the Ducks to within 1. Now it's once again a 1-point difference. Here's Shepard, the libero for Oregon, serving left back, hand pass Collier. Quick setup in the middle for Booth. Little tip up and over the block, scooped up defensively. Myers from the left side, dug by Una. Now up front to Horner. It's a good dig. Here's a cross-court attack by Egan, and it's stopped by the defense of Taylor. Right side, Clemente deflects off the Badgers, and it's good for Clemente from the right. She's got now 4 kills after starting with 2 errors and no kills, and we're tied at 16.
And our block has to be disciplined. Carter's still moving on that block. She's putting up hands, but they're not pressed, they're not stopped, so they're able to use that really easily.
Shepard sails it over at Collier. Quick set in the middle, and there is Carter Booth. The Badgers senior middle blocker, bouncing it to the back row. 17-16 Wisconsin.
We like that. That's she's coming from the left side of the court. She's coming around Addie for that quick A. Their block not set, able to find the floor easily.
Simon at Fukumoto up front to Taylor, and a great pass. And the middle attack good by Shushurovic. And it's now 17-17.
We got Clemente up to serve now. So this is a tough serve. We're in this four-person passing pattern. This is what we worked on yesterday a little bit. See how they handle this serve now.
4 Badger passers spread out around the back row, and that serve is just a bit outside. That one off the wrong part of the hand. It flew like 20 feet out.
Well, we're getting into crunch time now. Where these next few rallies, they will probably determine the fate of our Ophelia for us, depending on how they go for this match.
Egan serve, but a great pass. Left side attack by Myers. There's Simon saving. Back row, here's Una tipping to the left front. Ducks cover it to the left side. That's Myers bouncing off the block, and Oregon has knotted it up again, 18 apiece. 18-18 here in the opening set. Badgers hitting 381, Ducks hitting 273. Here is Sophia Myers serving. 5'11" grad transfer from LMU. Followed her head coach here to Eugene. So smash it over. Egan steers it up front to Horner, who sets to the left pin. That's Collier, dug by Myers. Taylor, high set up left side. Vowlette goes inside the block. Overdig by Simon. Back to Oregon. The slide. Shushurovic off the Badgers block, and it's good. And now Oregon has a 1-point lead.
They've really come crawling back into this. Chipping away here and there. Man, our block not steady, not set, and it kind of Mimi wasn't there all the way. We really gotta clean up our blocking.
Serve over by Myers. Wisconsin handles it well, and there's Collier. Big swing as she drives one off the defense for the kill. That's what the Badgers need right now. Collier, 25 kills on Friday night at Washington, ties it at 19.
Now Mimi to the back row. She's going to go serve, so we're going to see how we utilize her in the back row now if we keep going to her, getting some kills out of the back row.
This one off the top of the net, handled by Vowlette. Good pass up front. Shushurovic on the slide, down to the corner. Line shot in by the 6'3" middle blocker for Oregon, and the Ducks now lead by 1. 20-19 Oregon in the red zone. Shushurovic will serve from the left back. She'll hop up to the end line, send one over at Egan. Pass goes to the right. Horner, long string over to the left on the set. A tip up and over by Una, handled by Oregon. Vowlette pounds into the block, back to the Ducks. Taylor sets to the middle, and that's McFadden with a little tip. Badgers keep it alive, and now a free ball over to Oregon, and a whistle stops play.
For what? For what?
A double contact on Wisconsin. I thought she bumped it over.
Huh?
Coach Sheffield immediately gave her the seat, the challenge.
Yeah. I don't know. That was a block. So it was looking like Allie's at the net. They're saying that her block was the first touch.
They called double contact.
They called it double contact? I thought they called 4.
I saw a double.
Oh, well, I don't know what.
Here's Una inside the block from the left pin. The Badgers get it, and now it's 21-20. I wish Big Ten Plus would have shown a replay of this.
Oh, well, this is just Una's kill. Oh, that's a great kill by Una. Their block not set. Their middle was late, so she's able to get and they didn't have their bro in. So that's an easy kill there.
Even if if you're right, if they called 4 hits, that would have been not correct either. Vowlette's pass to the right, back to Vowlette from the left side, pushes off the block. And now Oregon leads it by 2, 22-20 late in the first.
And there, she's going inside. She's inside for the pass, and then she's moving her way outside. Addie's hands are not over, not pressed. She's too far inside, so that's an easy kill for them. We really got to clean up our block.
Serve into the net by Taylor. Critical moment there for Oregon, and the Badgers pulled it within 1. So Addie Horner behind the line.
For Wisconsin. Addie Horner to serve.
Horner standing on the right back. Left hand toss, right hand sails out. Oh, cross-court serve goes toward the Oregon bench and out of bounds. Now the Ducks need 2 points for a first set win. You know, whatever happened a few plays earlier, Coach Sheffield tried to challenge, and they said you can't.
Yeah, I think. Well, if they called double contact, then you can't challenge that. That's a judgment call.
Here's Collier with the swing from the back row, dug by the Ducks. Clemente winds up, goes wide. Tries sharp cross court, big point for the Badgers. Wisconsin trails by 1 late in the first, 23-22. Madison Quest is going to check into the match.
Oh, and she's coming in back row, so she's going in for Una in the back row. Change up the serve, change up the defense a little bit. Una has had 2 service errors already, so this could be why.
Quest punches it over to the back row of the Ducks. Fukumoto up front on a great pass. Clemente goes down the line and goes wide. Tried to tip it down the line and bounced it out of bounds. And now the Badgers have tied it at 23.
Here we go. They're going to try and get the ball to Clemente. That's their bread and butter right now. So Quest has to put in a good serve, get him out of system.
Quest serving back row at Shepard. Pass steered up front. Set goes to the left. Offhand tip by Myers is going to fall. Myers uses the left hand, and the 5'11" outside brings Oregon to set point.
If Quest is going to come in and play back row, and ball comes close to her, between her and Addie, she's got to make that move. Addie's the setter. Addie's got to go and set that ball. So Quest has to be able to take that in the middle back.
Here's Reese Shepard. Starting libero for Oregon at Simon. Tight pass, one hand set up to Booth in the middle, popped right near the net again. We play on. It's a free ball to Wisconsin. Horner over to the left side. Here's Collier with the tip. It's played again in another free ball. Bumped over to the Badgers. Horner, quick set middle. Booth, a bomb right in front of Shepard. And the entire Oregon team wanted something called against Wisconsin. I missed what they wanted.
So the ball was tight to the net. Carter went up and played that ball. So they're saying that Carter was over. You can't challenge that. They can't challenge it. No, you can't. You can't. Well, they're challenging if there's a touch. So there are things you can and cannot challenge. So they're saying if they're I don't know how you can challenge a touch. They're challenging a touch on that call, but they can't challenge if it was over or not. So I don't know what they're challenging.
Okay, well,
let's see if we get an idea here.
Some sort of touch is what they're challenging. So right now, Badgers get the point, 24-24. Or wait.
Yeah.
And Oregon is challenging.
Oregon is challenging.
Yeah, Oregon's challenging.
Yeah, Big Ten Network has it wrong, unless we're completely missing what is going on, which could be we're on the other side of the arena from the action right now.
We'll see if we get any clear replay of exactly what they're trying to look at right now. And going back to the Booth attempt. Oh, that was the Booth kill, rather.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, their bench went nuts when Carter played a ball. I mean, she's 6'7". There's going to be balls that she can reach and deflect or send down to the court that, I don't know, you or I wouldn't be able to get. I don't know if they said that she was over on that. I don't know. I really don't know what is
I'm not
being
sure
challenged
exactly
right
what
now.
part they're challenging. But it's big because if they win the set.
Yep.
24-24. We saw Wisconsin on Friday night end the match with the challenge.
That was awesome. John Chondell called it immediately.
Yeah, I talked to him in the pregame show, and he said, Kelly, you might as well challenge it. He said 2 things. Number 1, you have 2 challenges left. Haven't used a challenge.
Yep.
And he said there was a look on the blocker, a look on her face that said she might be guilty.
So they just moved it over. So the challenge on the Big Ten Network broadcast was over the Wisconsin, and now it's over Oregon. So they corrected that. So we were right on that. Oregon is the one challenging. It looked like they were calling a net, but they're saying, I don't know. I feel like it's a judgment call, whatever they're trying to challenge right now. So.
And it's taking a while.
It's taking a while. Missed those Iowa reviews.
the greatest review system of all time,
Seriously.
Iowa. Literally, just start talking about what's happening by the time you're done saying, and there's a challenge, and they've already got the answer.
They have the answer. Also,
All right.
you can't. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're sending. So they're saying she reached over. Yeah. So that's what they're saying. Like she reached over.
That was earlier in the
rally.
Yeah.
That was when the arena erupted on that one, which I don't know. Sometimes coaches do this just to put a bug in their ear so the official thinks about it the next time. I don't know, but this is taking forever.
Yeah, this is taking a very
This must
long
be
time.
inconclusive. If it's taking this long, it's inconclusive. Come on.
Still taking a look at this challenge. 24-24, your score. I think the down
Maybe?
official is done.
Must have it on their wish list to get this challenge done and over with. Come on.
Oregon was challenging a touch that would result in an illegal reaching over. After review, the play stands. Oregon will lose the challenge.
Bye. So they were challenging whether or not Carter was over the net, which I don't know if you can challenge. That doesn't. No.
Well, they lost the challenge.
They lost the challenge. So this one. So here. So Carter. No, that's not it. They're not even showing the wrong. They're not even showing the right replay.
I think it was earlier.
It was.
Yeah, they just kept
we
showing
missed
it. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
24-24. That's the score after that. Here we go. Back to volleyball. Kristen Simon, Wisconsin's libero, back behind the service line. Extra points now in the first. Back row, Fukumoto. Taylor sets middle. Shashulovic, good. Off of Simon on the left back, and now it's set point Oregon.
On that pass, not optimal, but the setter, she's coming off the net. She forces that B, and our block not ready, Simon not ready in the left back. So that's a great Oregon play.
And now Clemente's behind the line. Dangerous server. Badger's going to have to deal with. Jump topspin into the air, into the net.
That's her third missed serve.
When she gets it inbounds, Kelly Sheffield said passers on the other side are passing a 1.18. He said it's one of the lowest numbers he's seen. That's when she gets it in. 73% of the time, she'll put that play or that serve in play. Fukumoto, serve receive. Great pass up front, left side waiting, and then tipping it down as Myers is. Alicia Andrew was a little bit late to get over there. 26-25, another set point now for Oregon.
We've had a few calls here where they've been saying that the outside hitters have been throwing the ball. Una had one earlier. Now the Oregon outside has one. They are not calling it. So they're calling a pretty loose game right now.
Myers serves right back at Egan. High pass to Horner. High set up left side to Collier. Off the block and it's down. And Mimi Collier picks up kill number 5. And the Badgers have tied it at 26. And the fans here at Matthew Knight Arena settle back into their seats.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
26-26, extra points in the first. Here's Collier, the former Oregon Duck, against her former team. And the return to Eugene for Mimi. Serves back row at Shepard. Taylor, high set up back row. Clemente off Simon. And it's saved by Andrew. A bump set over to Una. Dug by Shepard to the left side. Vowellette up and over the block. Scooped up by Egan. Horner setter dump. Clemente right there. Taylor setter dump down. Another set point upcoming for Oregon at 27-26.
And the block not ready. So, that was a nice read by Addie to go up and do that, but the tip itself went right to the defense. So she's got to be a little craftier, either putting it to the corner or straight down, not to a defender.
Wisconsin on serve receive. Horner sets over to Vigeach, left side, blocked down, and it's down to the floor. And Oregon wins an extra points in the first. Ducks and the Badgers a first set loss, 28-26. Extra points done with the first, and the Ducks lead 1-0 over 12th ranked Wisconsin. We'll come back with set number 2 after this on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents?
That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your Halloween, holiday, or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at CelebrationsEntertainment.com. That's CelebrationsEntertainment.com.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Smith Roofing.
(28-26) Oregon wins the opening set. John Arias and Jess Williams with you. The Badgers in that first set, 294 hitting percentage. Oregon hits 333. That was an interesting first set, Jess. 10 ties, 2 lead changes. How'd you see it?
Yikes. We started off, I think, super strong. I think we came out of the gates really poised, serving really tough, running a really good offense. Oregon started to put a little bit of pressure on us. I mean, we were 13-4, so I mean, oddly similar to Washington on Friday. And just sort of let them creep back into things. Little errors here and there turned into streaks of points for Oregon, and then whereas Washington, we were able to kind of sneak that first one in there. This one they came out and closed it out. So instead of being up 1-0, we're down 0-1. Need to come out with a renewed some renewed energy here, and can't let them have their way with us. This is they're controlling the energy, they're controlling the block, the serve. We need to take back control for this set.
Yeah, if you had a wish list, what would you put on it for Wisconsin in the second set?
Second set, serving tough, taking them out of system. I'd love to run our middles some more and just not put as much pressure on our outsides.
All right, here we go. Second set is here with Wisconsin trailing 1-0 against the Oregon Ducks. Jump serve handled by Vagic. Left side, Egan blasts one off the block. And she is stopped at the net. Grace Egan off the left, no good. Point Oregon with Violet stepping again back behind the service line.
Yeah, and I didn't think that was a bad pass. So I'd love to see us run something other than the outside a little bit, but let's see where we go with this.
That's Simon, spins a perfect pass to Horner in the middle. There's Booth punching into the block, stopped and covered. Wisconsin tries Booth again, and this one's going to deflect off the defense and down. So Carter Booth gets the kill, her third of the match. We are tied at 1 apiece in the second set.
I like the repeatability there. And Addie going to Carter that first ball. She gets deflected. She comes back, gives her the second ball. She's able to get the kill. I like that going back to her.
Vagic right hand over to the left back. Here comes Oregon, flipping it over to Clemente. Good in front of Horner on the right back. A fastball by Clemente, her 5th kill. She does have 4 hitting errors, and it's 2-1 Oregon in the second.
Yeah, really slow start for Clemente, but now really just a hard hit ball. That's a really tough angle. So she misses the block completely, hits almost to the tee on the right sideline. That's a hard ball.
Serve receive Simon up front to Horner. Middle again, Booth. A tip up and over the block. Saved by Shepard. Oregon attack splitting. The block is Oregon with the kill. That's Sophia Myers. And now it is 3-1 Ducks.
Yeah, and that's a fast ball. Carter's not. She's following the middle. She got burned a few times in the first set on a middle attack, so she's holding, but she has to try and close that block. She's not there.
Simon on serve receive. Horner runs into Vigic. A bump set goes over to Collier, who bumps it back over to the Ducks. Clemente on the right.
Yes.
Shut down by Mimi Collier. Blocked solo by Collier. One-on-one against Clemente.
And that's point. I mean, she's waiting. There's no block. Man, Carter, she is way off there. I mean, she's following her middle. She's following her assignment, so she's doing the right thing. Mimi, great read, able to take that solo. That is awesome.
Simon hangs in the air, sends it over on the serve. Middle, Shachurovich down to the donut. Back row of Wisconsin. And the middle blocker for Oregon gives the Ducks a 4-2 lead.
And right to the center of the court where, no defense there. We got to make that read. Someone's got to go for that ball. Come on.
Now the Badgers passing for Collier, Vigic, Simon, Egan, left to right. Across the back row. Serve off the top of the net, picked up by Egan, chased down by Horner, a bump set. Here's a swing by Mimi in the back row, dug by the Ducks. In the middle, Shachurovich popped up by Simon. Collier, high bump set off to the right side. Egan, a big smash. Clemente has the dig. And a net violation against the Ducks. And Wisconsin gets the point.
And a dig by Simon kind of goes straight up into the left back instead of going to what we would call target. So Mimi's running off the net. Mimi has to send the ball sideline to Egan. That's a hard ball to hit, and Egan able to take that and do something with it. That's awesome.
Egan serve back row, one hand set up. Shachurovich goes wide. No touch up front at the net by the Badgers. And Wisconsin and Oregon are even at 4, second set. Badgers lost the first set to the Ducks, 28-26.
Like to see us build on this. String a few points together on our serve here.
Serve goes over to the left back at Shepard. Now to the back row. Clemente, good. Clemente, a heavy hit cross court. She's now got 6 kills, and it's a 5-4 Ducks lead.
Yep, they find her in the back row. Block is set, and that time it's our defense not set. Egan's still moving on that ball in the right back. She's got to stay stopped, and I think she can make that move to her right.
Serve goes at Egan. Bumps at Una off to the left pin. There's Collier down the line. Did she tag the corner? Yes. Oh no, she didn't. It's out of bounds. Grace Egan saying that's in. Will we see a challenge from Wisconsin? Kelly Sheffield walking to the court asking.
It's a hard ball. I mean, it's a hard angle for us. It looks in, but from what we can tell from the camera, just because it looks in from this angle doesn't mean it is.
Myers serves out of bounds past the end line as Kristen Simon had to duck out of the way of that one in the middle back.
She had to duck out of the way.
Well done.
Sorry, can't help it.
Here's Collier. Right hand across.
Good serve.
Handled by Shepard. Great pass. Shachurovich, right side. Got the touch. Got the kill. She's now got a team best 7 kills. Eva Shachurovich. And it's 7-5 Oregon.
I see. So I like how their setter comes off the net. They don't automatically count the middles out. She's almost on the 10-foot line there, and she's setting the slide. That's something I'd love to see us be able to do here.
Horner goes over to Vigic from the left side, and Una drops it down for the kill, deep back row.
And Una almost falling back. I don't know if the ball, she overran it. No, she wasn't. No, that's a good ball. She just kind of hits the ball over. She hard roll shot over the top of the block instead of a hard hit angle, but able to find that court in the left back corner.
Here's Wardlow serving for the Badgers. Gallops to the end line, right hand across, picked up by the Ducks. Here is Taylor to the left side. Up and over the block by Vowellette. Badgers grab it. Here's Collier going for the sideline and going out of bounds.
Wow.
Hitting error from Mimi. That's her 3rd hitting error. A return to Eugene. Try not to ruin the friendship with anybody. On the other side is Collier. 5 kills so far today, hitting 154. Middle attacked by Booth, picked up by the Ducks. Over to Clemente, right side, splits the block. Egan has the dig, but it goes over. Ducks play it to Taylor, setting. Left side, Vowlette up and over the block, and a whistle stops play, and a net violation against Oregon.
So there's a second net call on a hitter, which you usually see the net calls on the block. Man, I don't even see it. It's so weird. That's a weird. That's like that's happened twice. That's an anomaly in volleyball. You're not seeing a lot of hitters that are getting called in the net. That's strange.
Here's Horner. Right hand, zips it in, back row at Shepard. Taylor sets it up right side, big swing Vowlette. Dug by Horner, bumps at Simon now. Off to the left for Madison Quest, who adjusts her route and then swings into the net. Hitting error from Quest, the Badgers freshman. And it's now 9-7 Oregon. Ducks won the first set by 2, extra points in the first.
Yeah, that's a tough angle. I mean, ball's coming from middle back, high ball. You're reaching over your body for that. The ball goes into the tape, or not even the tape, into the middle of the net there.
Vowlette at Simon, down low on serve receive. Horner sets to the left pin. Inside the block, a swing by Egan. Dug all the way to the near side, brought back in play by Oregon. Vowlette winds up. Collier dives to her left and saves in the back row. Now to Egan. Soft tip up and over. Picked up at the net. Booth greets the Ducks tip, but it's back to the Badgers, and now a free ball bumped over by Egan. That's going to fall down to the floor. Grace Egan gets the kill on a bump as it drops in front of Vowlette in the back row.
Yeah, just a miscommunication by the Ducks over there. The middle back went back to go hit, like she was getting ready to go hit. Doesn't realize that the setter had released to the net. Just a miscommunication.
Almost like she was stuck in honey or something like that. Just didn't really move as Clemente gets shut down at the net by the Badgers block.
That was nice. So that time, see, she's 6'7". She can reach. When she gets there, she gets stopped and she gets pressed. Like that is a huge block. There's not a lot of room for hitters to go around. So, man, when Carter gets there, that's beautiful.
4 blocks today from Wisconsin. Serve goes to Oregon. Taylor a bump set, adjusting, smashing is Myers. Dug by Una, deep middle back to Carter Booth, who connects again. Booth bullseye, her 4th kill, and the Badgers lead it 10-9 in the second set.
When Carter brings that eldest daughter energy, just kind of leading the team, she gets that block, now she gets a kill, she's doing the things, she can really get some momentum for us. That's awesome.
Here's Vigic. Serves to the left back. Oregon plays up front, over to the left side. Splitting the block is Myers, bouncing it in front of Kristen Simon in the back row. Stops a 3-0 Badgers run, ties the second set at 10.
Let's see where this ball goes. Yeah, see Carter, that's the thing. Carter's following her middle, and she's late on that ball. But if she can press and get hands over, her hands are still on they're lower than the net on that ball.
Simon, perfect pass up front to Horner, right side. Egan takes off and crushes a kill. There's Grace Egan, cleared for takeoff on the right pin, and it's 11-10.
And so that was a great read by Addie. Their left side blocker was almost to the middle of the court there, so she was super late on that block. That's a great read from the setter from her peripheral, seeing how far that block was. That was awesome.
Taylor setting it up left side for Myers. Block touch Wisconsin. Simon popped it up for a moment, but it drops past the end line and down to the floor. So it's a point for Oregon. We are even at 11. Second set here at Matthew Knight Arena. (11-11). Here comes Clemente serve. Badgers passing 4. It goes to Simon. Sticks the pass to Horner. Here's Egan right side. Did it deflect? Did it touch? It goes out.
Touch.
No touch.
Gary says no. Gary says hard no. It looks like she went for it. I don't know if she got her on the pass out there. Yeah, but she got her serve over.
Here's Clemente again. High toss into the air. Lefty goes at Vigic. Pass goes to the left. Horner brings it back. Here's a swing by Collier. Goes deep. Was there a touch? No touch.
No touch.
So now Clemente's starting to get in a little bit of rhythm.
Yep. But Chris, on that first ball, she really sticks it, and that was a perfect pass. Una, that one, little off target there. Addie's got to go, but she's got to release and get to that ball.
Clemente, high toss. Over. Is it in for an ace? It is. Right in front of the end line. Now Clemente's starting to warm up a little bit. 14-11 Oregon.
Timeout.
Will Kelly Sheffield take that timeout?
Looks like he made the Oh.
Nope.
Thought he did the T motion. My bad. Seeing things now.
Once again, Wisconsin passing 4. There's Clemente. Goes to Simon. Great pass to Horner. Set up left side. Up and over the block, and there's Collier finishing the Oregon run. It was 4-0, and Collier makes it 14-12. Wisconsin trails by 2 in the second.
And a great stick on that pass. Chris able to get to that ball. Perfect pass, perfect offense.
Egan sails it deep and in for an ace. Fukumoto was chasing it down as it drops in for an ace for Grace.
And it's a well-placed ball. And two passers that neither one of them wanted to touch that ball. That's awesome. Again.
This one goes back row, pass off to the right, pass to attack for Myers, deep and in on her attack down the line. In front of the end line, and we've got a media timeout here at Matthew Knight Arena in Eugene, Oregon, with the Oregon Ducks leading the Wisconsin Badgers 1-0 in the second. It's now Oregon 15, Wisconsin 13 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
In Eugene, Oregon, John Arias and Jess Williams with you. Pacific Northwest road trip for the Badgers, but hey, that's the life of a showgirl, right? Traveling to these different cities, trying to put on a show for the fans, and right now Wisconsin trails Oregon 15-13 in set number 2. The Badgers lost the opening set 28-26. Before we continue, 10 seconds for station ID, 10 for illegal on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey, this is former Badger Brad Norton.
It's a fake. Great call and great execution.
You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Badgers with an overdig by Una off a dump attempt. Now here's a tip over by the Ducks. Badgers play it left side. There's Collier into the block, and it's a tool shot good for Collier. Kill number 7 from Collier, and it's 15-14. The Badgers pulled it with them in 1, and Mimi's now back behind the line.
Mimi's behind the line. Now we got Quest coming in, blocking sub. But, man, I really got to get our middles going. We got to get it. Our offense is kind of really outside base, and I think that's because of the defense and the passing, but we got to get going.
Serve right to left by Collier on the run. Taylor one-hand bump set. And now Shashurovic goes well wide and out of bounds past the Badgers bench into the stands.
Johnny Pulver almost got a dig on the bench for the staff, so point Johnny.
Here's Collier serving, 15 each, second set. Badgers trail 1-0 in this match, into the net. Service error from Collier. She had 4 aces Friday night at Washington.
She got 1 tonight?
Yeah, has 1 so far today. And Shachurovic will go back to serve. Right hand across, Egan's pass, little off to the right, set to the left pin. Quest with a tip up and over, Clemente right there. Left side, blasting off the block is Vowlette. Badgers save it on the line. Now Quest goes inside the block. Dug back row by the Ducks. Now a right back attack by Clemente goes long. But a touch called. Point Oregon, 17-15 after the touch call. Ducks by 2.
Yeah, Kelly asking if there was a touch on that, but doesn't look like they're arguing.
Yeah, no one's arguing. Here's Shachurovic. coming off 7 kills and a .700 hitting percentage against UCLA, and that pass is shanked to the left. And the Ducks lead at 18-15. And a timeout by the Badgers. So now it's Oregon by 3 after an ace by Chuchurovic. 18-15 Oregon in the second set. Ducks lead this match 1-0. Pivotal point for the Badgers in the second. We'll be back on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
First time ever in the state of Oregon in Eugene for the Badgers. Wisconsin facing the Ducks here at Matthew Knight Arena. 18-15, Oregon leads the 12th ranked Badgers in set number 2. John Arias, Jess Williams with you. Wisconsin trails 1-0, and Chuchurovic's serve goes wide and out of bounds. That was a big point. Stops a 3-0 run. We were tied at 15. Now Wisconsin to within 2, but they got to make a move.
Got to make a move. And hopefully, Matt has been able to get on some runs for us in the past. I'd like to see, she's been kind of one and out this whole game. I'd like to see her get some points here.
Down by 2, Wisconsin getting late in the set in the second, and Wardlow sails one deep. Out of bounds, Oregon 19, Wisconsin 16.
You got to go for the serve. I mean, she's serving tough. That's a really tough ball, but when it sails 2 feet out of bounds, it really doesn't disrupt anything.
Here's Taylor, the 5'9" senior setter, going at Una. Hand pass to Horner, middle, Booth, and it goes down inside the 10-foot line for Booth. I think it rode the top of the tape a little bit there, and 19-17 is your score. Wisconsin down 2. Wisconsin setter Addie Horner now behind the line. 11 aces this season. Sure would love it if she could go on a run here. Good serve just over the top of the tape, cross court, picked up right side. Vowlette blasts off the block. Simon dives and saves it for a moment, but it goes over and down. Vowlette gets it. Oregon in the red zone, up by 3. Ducks 13-6 overall, 4-5 in the Big Ten. Wisconsin coming in 14-3 overall, and a 7-2 Big Ten record. Here's Vowlette, jump topspin over at Una, spins a pass to Horner, sets up the pipe. Here's Collier going inside the block and down. Mimi Collier with kill number 8 to lead the Badgers this afternoon, but Wisconsin's down 2 late in the second.
And what you see, I mean, Una has been struggling in the front row. I mean, she's got 5 kills, 3 errors right now, but she is super solid for us in the back row and in her passing. So what you see there, she sticks the ball. We're able to run our offense perfectly.
Weigich serves, pass off to the right, pass to attack to the left side. That was Myers, and a diving dig by Wisconsin's Kristen Simon. Left side, Collier goes up, over the block, and down.
There you go. And that, I mean, there, she gets a dig, Kristen gets a dig, and then Una's able to take that ball and from middle back, give Mimi a perfect set to the outside, and we're able to run some offense.
20-19, Wisconsin trails by 1. Weigich short serve, handled at the left back position, middle attack. McFadden, a rare swing, but she converts. 21-19, Oregon is the middle blocker. Holly McFadden gives a point to the Ducks. Shepard, freshman libero, serving at Wisconsin's freshman libero. On the run, a bump set, Horner, left side, Collier goes inside the block. Dug straight up into the air by Myers. Bumps that back to Myers.
Yes.
Stopped by Wisconsin. Canceled at the net by Carter Booth.
That's a great read. I mean, she's when Carter gets there, she's disciplined. She gets blocks. Gotta get her going. Come on.
So that is block number 3. Checking the Pella windows and doors of Wisconsin block. 3 blocks to set for the Badgers. 5 in the match. 21-20. Crunch time for the UW. Serving left to right. They trail it by 1. Taylor, quick set. Shuchurovic off the blocker's hand. That's Andrew. Badgers keep it alive. And there's Grace Egan with a bullet down the line and inbounds. Egan with her 5th kill of the match, and we are even at 21.
It's good court awareness from Addie, our setter. So Mimi's on the ground with the dig. She's in the middle of the court. There's no way she's going to get that ball. So she's setting it back to Egan. It's a really, really nice play.
Timeout, Oregon. Ducks take a break here late in the second set. We're even at 21. First set saw Oregon win it 28-26, 10 ties, 2 lead changes. Now in set number 2, we have 7 ties and 2 lead changes. And the Badgers and the Ducks now are even. Wisconsin in this set, 222 attack percentage, 12 kills, 6 errors. Oregon hitting 172, 11 kills and 6 errors. How do you see the stretch here looking for the Badgers? What needs to go right here to even this match at a set apiece?
I think we got to keep a lot of pressure on them with our serve. The points that they've been scoring, we've been giving them easy balls. They're able to just run a full offense here, and it's not just Clemente anymore. It's their middles are involved. Their outsides are getting some good rips against our block. But when we are putting a tough serve in, when we are not giving them all of their options, and their setter has a lot of range. She's coming off the net. She's setting the middle from the 10-foot zone. Like all of her hitters are ready at all times because she's setting them from the 10-foot line. So we really have to put pressure on our serve to get her out of that range and have her doing things that she's not as comfortable doing. So when we're giving them easy balls, they're able to do everything, and they're running a fast offense to where we're not able to catch up. So yeah, definitely like to see Chris go back here and give us a tough serve to where they're not able to run their full offense here.
Wisconsin's libero, Kristen Simon, following the timeout, is back to serve for the UW. A freshman from Louisville, Kentucky, right-handed cross, pass out of bounds to the left, and a high set over to the near side. Swing Clemente, stopped, covered. Now Myers, block touch. Back to Oregon. Clemente, near side, a tip over. Andrew has it. Back over, and Shuchurovic crushes it down, but also gets all of the net with her right hand. And she immediately put her hand to her mouth and was like, oops.
Yeah, she really messed that one up. Whoop.
Yeah, that
well,
net.
she hit Chris in the face with the ball too, so that I think that was also.
Oh, okay, both. Well, it's a net violation, and it's a 22-21 lead.
Yeah, she got kind of rocked in the face. So Kelly calls Christy Walker over to just give her a once-over. Maybe just give her a little more time here to serve. But she did put a really good ball in that ball. So that was a one-option pass. They're out of system from the start. We're getting a few blocks, and we're able to win that rally.
So Simon, good to go. 22-21 Wisconsin, late second. Serve by Simon. Right side attack by Clemente. She's falling backwards. Horner then has to adjust and gets it to Andrew. Just tried to dig it basically, and Andrew bumped it off the net and went down to the floor. Went back off the alley.
And that's just tough. So that's a great serve. They're out of system. They're not. I mean, Clemente's not ready for that set. She's backing up, backpedaling on that ball. So that's a really unfortunate point to lose. But then Clemente serves it into the net.
So Clemente with the service error. And Wisconsin back on top by a point. Late second set. Badgers trying to even this match at one set apiece. It's 23-22 Wisconsin. Third service error of the match by Clemente. Here's Egan serving left back for Wisconsin. Runs it over right to left. Played by the Ducks. Myers then with a shot that loops up and over the end line. A hitting error, and it's set point Wisconsin. Timeout Oregon. Set point for the Badgers now at 24-22. And just a little bit of breathing room right now for Wisconsin. So let's check the stats here as Wisconsin right now is hitting .262 in this match with 27 kills overall, 11 hitting errors off 61 swings. Oregon, a .225 hitting percentage so far for the Ducks, 29 kills, 13 errors off 71 attack attempts. Checking the Steinhafels ace tracker, relax at Steinhafels. It's 3 aces for Wisconsin, 6 errors, 4 aces for Oregon so far in this match. And the Pella windows and doors of Wisconsin block looks like this. 5 blocks for the Badgers, including 3 in this set. Block out the cold air this fall and winter with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today and take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months. John Arias and Jess Williams with you here from Eugene, Oregon. The Badgers and Ducks playing in Big Ten volleyball on a Sunday afternoon. Oregon won the first in extra points by 2 at 28-26. And now Wisconsin has a chance to even this match at a set apiece, up 24-22.
Yeah, and I think down this stretch, I think we're putting way more pressure on their passing via our serve, and I think that is making all the difference because their setters running all over the place. They're not able to run any sort of offense that they look like they want to run. It looks like they're forcing options here. So love to see Egan come out with a good serve here, but they're going to try and find Clemente. They're going to try and run middle if they can. So let's see where it goes.
Serve, hand pass, Myers. Back row Clemente, big swing off the platform of Vagic. Oregon creeps to within 1. Still set point for the Badgers in the second.
Yep, still set point. I mean, good serve, not optimal. But again, their setter has a lot of range. She's able to run the back row there from the 10-foot line. So what might have been a bad pass for another team, that's an okay pass for Oregon.
Myers serves it out of bounds to end the second set. Service error, Oregon, and Wisconsin wins set number 2, 25-23. 2-point win in the second for the Badgers, and we're even at a set apiece here from Eugene, Oregon. Oregon in the first by 2, Wisconsin in the second by 2. And we'll take a break and have our intermission report with Jesse Nelson coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
We'll play at least 4 sets in Eugene. That makes sense. Wisconsin and Oregon in all 3 of their previous meetings have played 4 sets. Wisconsin 3-0 all time against the Oregon Ducks. Intermission report back in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. I'm Jesse Nelson. Wisconsin falls in set 1 in extra points, takes set 2. 18 ties, 5 lead changes through the first 2 sets. 12th ranked Wisconsin and Oregon knotted at 1 set apiece. This is the lone remaining Big Ten match of the day. Finals everywhere else. 11th ranked Purdue in 5 over 20th ranked Minnesota, 3-2. Purdue 8-2 in Big Ten Conference play. Wisconsin with a win would tie Purdue for second place in the conference standings, looking up at number 1 Nebraska. Other finals, 23rd ranked Indiana 3-0 over Northwestern. Number 22 USC 3-1 over Washington. 18th ranked Penn State 3-1 at Ohio State. Iowa in 5 over Rutgers. The Badgers scoreboard today. Number 1 ranked Wisconsin women's hockey 8-0 over Minnesota State. Next up, number 4 Minnesota Friday and Saturday at LeBon next weekend. Men's hockey, 16th ranked Wisconsin sweeps Alaska over the weekend at the Kohl Center. They get Minnesota at the Kohl Center Thursday and Saturday. 20th ranked women's soccer on the road at Northwestern. They're just underway in Evanston. Women's basketball exhibition tomorrow night at the Kohl Center hosting UW River Falls. Wednesday night, the men's basketball team hosts UW Platteville. Programming note here this afternoon, Milwaukee Bucks and Cleveland Cavaliers will be heard tip at 5 o'clock on 620 WTMJ. Green Bay Game Day, getting you set for Packers-Steelers streaming on the ESPN Wisconsin app and on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. Back to Eugene, John, and Jess after this on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your Halloween, holiday, or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Every rally.
Bouncing off the block, Wisconsin gets that rally.
Every block.
Mataska denied at the net by Horner and Andrew.
Every kill.
Nothing run. Here's Collier, and Collier's doing everything right now for the Badgers.
This is Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Live from Eugene, Oregon, the Badgers visit the Oregon Ducks.
One set apiece here from Eugene, Oregon. John Arias and Jess Williams with you. It's a 28-26 Oregon win in the first. Then it was a 25-23 Badgers victory in the second set. Wisconsin overall 262 attack percentage. Oregon hitting 236. Leading attackers, Mimi Collier, 9 kills, 4 errors. Alana Clemente, 9 kills, 6 errors on the Oregon side. 22 assists from Addie Horner, 9 digs from Kristen Simon. So Wisconsin and Oregon have been pretty tight here through the first 2, Jess.
Yeah, just kind of trading points here back and forth. Badgers come out really hot, then get kind of stifled down by Oregon for a little bit. And the second set was just kind of back and forth. At one point it was Oregon looked like they were going to pull ahead, but then the Badgers claw back. So I would really like for us to just kind of turn on the energy, turn everything up. Like, come on, let's close this out. It hasn't felt like Badger volleyball yet to me, so I would like to be surprised this set.
Novagic with the serve left to right to start set number 3. Here's a swing by Clemente, and she is stopped at the net by the Badgers defense, into the net actually. So a hitting error from Clemente, and it's 1-0 Wisconsin. Here's Una. Serving from the right back, toss into the air, right hand across to the left back at Oregon. Taylor setting the left pin. Here's Myers, pass to attack, block touch. Una with the dig, Horner with the set. Mimi getting shut down at the net. McFadden and Clemente all over that one on the swing by the former Oregon Duck, Mimi Collier.
She really shut down the line. Mimi was going for the line shot, and Clemente was right there. That's an easy play for them.
Here's Shepard serving now for the Oregon Ducks, tied at 1, third set. Right hand across, Simon sticks it up front to Horner, and there's Carter Booth bouncing it down inside the 10-foot line for the Badgers. So Carter Booth now has picked up her 6th kill. That's second on the leaderboard for Wisconsin this afternoon.
And Oregon bringing in 2 blockers on that one. Carter able to go wrist away and kind of take it away from that block. And it's an easy kill for her.
Simon punches it over with the right hand. Fukumoto to Taylor, setting Clemente right side into the net. Hitting error number 8 for Clemente to go along with her 9 kills. And the Badgers lead by 2.
I'm not sure what Mimi saw on that one. She didn't even go up for that block. So I don't know if the angle was just not there, and Clemente hits it into the net. So Mimi definitely saw something where she didn't go up on that block.
Simon with an ace. Right near 2 Oregon passers, Myers and Fukumoto, and Kristen Simon makes it 4-1.
That's a great ball that she puts between 2 passers. Neither one of them really going for that. That's happened a few times tonight. So let's see how she does again.
Short serve, Fukumoto handles to Taylor to the middle. Chuchurovic underneath it is Horner. Bumps that Simon to the left. That's Collier. Denied again at the net. Chuchurovic along with Clemente. And it's 4-2. Second block of the set by the Ducks were early.
Second block, second time she tries that shot. She was challenged by Clemente a few points ago. She tries it again, and she's denied again. So see, now the setter is front row, so we'll see how that goes.
Clemente jump topspin into the net. We talked about one of the keys to the match, what to watch, was Alana Clemente's jump serve. The Badgers practice passing 4 yesterday at practice, and Clemente just records her 4th error behind the line.
Yeah, it's a really tough serve, but you got to get it in the court.
Gets it in at 73% of the time from her serve. Here is Myers left side, block, touch, and a kill. Left pin kill from Sophia Myers. She is now tied with Oregon's Clemente. Those 2 teammates at 9 kills apiece.
And our block is moving. Our block is still not set on that, so she's able to wipe off hands and out of bounds.
5-3 Wisconsin, third set. Punch just over the top of the tape. Simon an overpass. And Taylor tried to just dink it over. And did she not clear the net on that?
No, so she goes to tip it, and she tipped it into the net. So she's a shorter setter. She got really, really advantageous on that one, and that's like the worst feeling as a player when you just dink it into the tape on an overpass. So, oops.
Here is Shepard, steers the pass to Taylor. Setter dump, and that one falls.
I hate it when my setter intuition is right. I literally was just thinking, as a setter, she just missed that ball.
Yeah.
I would try and tip on this one, and she goes up for a 2-shoot over the net. She goes up, tries to sell the set, and just tips.
Egan serve receive. Horner from the back row sets it up. Chop shot over by Vajic, picked up by the Ducks, left side into the block. That's Violette. Again, Violette. She'll wind up off the block. Saved inside the 10-foot line for a moment before it drops down. Una tried to pop it up. It's a point for Oregon. Wisconsin 6, Oregon 5, third set.
Gosh, and that's a great touch on the block. Una gets a good dig, and then we got 2 Badgers looking at each other, seeing who's going to take that ball. Addie's got to go for the ball. She's a setter.
Chuchurovic with an overpass force, a joust back to Oregon. Here is Violette right in the middle of the net. Hitting error, Violette. 7-5 Wisconsin in the third set.
Sorry, I'm critical of setters because I was a setter, so I feel so sorry if that comes off as too harsh there. But what I like about Addie comes back that next play, ball is a tight ball, and she goes up and she's super offensive. She goes up and she tries to block that ball or to block that ball there. So she doesn't stay down. She keeps her head into it. She keeps rolling. So good adjustment.
Here's Natalie Wardlow serving from the left back for Wisconsin. This one goes wide. Cross court and wide, out of bounds, left sideline, Oregon, and it's a point to the Ducks. 7-6 Wisconsin, third set. This match even at a set apiece.
Okay, if you're coming in for half a rotation, you have to make an impact on the game. Right now, Nat has not been able to string some points together. She's had some service errors. She's got to make an impact. She's going to come in.
Standing float by Taylor. Warren in there for the Badgers, handles it. Then Collier goes deep, cross court and out. Off night, off day for Mimi Collier. 9 kills, 7 errors, hitting .091.
And she started off, yeah, she started off really strong. So I don't know how many of these players are actually her old teammates.
There's
one.
One.
So yeah.
Here's Horner in the pocket, setting a Booth on the slide. A tip to the left front is a pancake save, and Violette goes inside the block and crushes a kill. The defense by Oregon kept it alive, and the Ducks take the lead in the third.
Yeah, just relentless pursuit here. This ball looks down. I mean, that's a great pancake up. So they're able to push through this. They're playing with a lot more heart right now than the Badgers. So they deserve those points.
Taylor sails it over at Vajic. Great pass back to Una. Pass to attack. She'll rattle through the block, and it's down for Una. Stops a 3-0 Oregon run. We are even at 8, third set.
Like to see that. We're not challenging the block. Challenging the block and down, so she's being aggressive.
Addie Horner serving for Wisconsin from zone 1, 8-8. Toss into the air, right hand, sails it over, cross court at Vowlette. Now Clemente winds up and sneaks it through the block of Booth and Quest and rattles it down. Clemente, her 10th kill, first player of this match to reach double figures.
Just a hole in the block. So that one, Carter, not Eddie, I'm sorry, Madison puts up a good block. Carter not closing.
Vowlette, jump topspin right at Simon. High pass right in the pocket to Horner. Tipped by Booth, saved by the Ducks. Clemente winds up from the right, deflects off the block of Booth. And Clemente now with 11 kills. And it's Oregon 10, Wisconsin 8 in the third.
Got to handle this serve, this tough serve. Can't let her get on too many runs here.
Here's Vowlette. Toss into the air with the right hand. She'll slam it over. Picked up by Vagic. Serve received. Long string to the left. There's Quest reaching and down the line for the kill.
So they change it up. I don't know if they made an adjustment on Mimi there. So Clemente not going all the way to the antenna on that ball. She stops. I don't know, she left about 1.5 foot of line, and so Quest takes that. So that's a good read on the block and a good read on the court from Quest.
Vagic serves left back. Myers steers it to Taylor, back to Myers, tips up and over the block. Picked up by Horner. Bump set, flying in is Quest, block touch. Doug Fukumoto. Taylor setting for Oregon, a tip over. Badgers Horner right there in the right back with the save. Bump set over to Collier, left side, blasted deep and out. Wants the touch, does not get a touch. 9 kills, 8 errors now from Wisconsin's Mimi Collier, the 3-time All-American at Oregon, facing her former team this afternoon. Saying she doesn't think there's going to be bad blood. Holds a lot of love and gratitude for this place. And a service error by Shepard, but right now, Mimi not the Mimi from Friday night with 25 kills.
No, but I mean, she's trying to do a lot here. So we need some other players to kind of step up here. She can't be the main attraction every time.
Fukumoto to Taylor with the pass over to the left pin. Myers cross court and in. As it whizzes by the Badgers defense. 12-10. Oregon third set lead. This match even at a set apiece.
Chris has got to stay. She's moving on the left back, so she's moving to her right. The ball's hit to her left, and she's not able to make that move there.
Here's Clemente now serving. Handled by Vagic. Great pass to Horner. Left side, there's Collier. Big pound Fukumoto with the dig high into the air. Tracked down past the end line by Shepard and a backwards bump to Wisconsin. Free ball. Horner setting middle. Andrew, yes. Allie Andrew lines one to the back row. 12-11, Wisconsin down by a point.
It is, and man, Allie doing that. It's opening up the block. The middle's going with her. We're opening things up by running our middle and having success there. So, come on, we got to keep running that. Keep going.
Andrew hitting .424 this season. Haven't said her name a lot today. Here's Clemente flying in back row, deep and out. Andrew, though, 3 for 3 today. Now a hitting error from Clemente. And it's 12-12 in the third set. 9th hitting error from Clemente. Here's Quest. Toss into the air, right hand. Back row at Myers. Taylor waits in the pocket, sets to the middle. Shachurovic, good. There's the middle blocker at 6'3", the sophomore, about 1.6 kills per set for Oregon this season.
Block is there. The defense, it's a well-placed ball. It's a hard-hit ball to the tee. Quest not there to get that.
Here's Myers. Serving left back for the Ducks. Handled by Collier. Perfect pass, slide. Andrew, block touchdown.
Great ball. That's it right there. I mean, we're opening things up there. You get your middles involved. You gotta respect the middle. You're opening up your block. There, you got people moving places. This is good. This is good volleyball. We got to string this together now.
4 for 4 for Andrew. 4 kills, 4 tries. 13-13 now. Third set. Collier with the serve over pass. Nice. Andrew cleans it up. Wisconsin starting to get some momentum here.
Well, and Allie Andrew lighting it up like Elizabeth Taylor out there. She's stringing points together. She's getting blocks. She's getting points. These are key points at a key time of the match, and this is what you want to see. It's not just Mimi Collier out there. You got to get other people involved.
Collier punches it long and out of bounds with the right hand. Service error from Collier. The Badgers and the Ducks are tied at 14. It's the 8th service error from Wisconsin this afternoon. Chichurovic will serve. Right hand, right at Simon in the middle back. Backpedaling set from Horner. Pipe attack by Collier, and she'll bounce it down to the floor. And we've reached the media timeout here at Matthew Knight Arena, third set. Oregon took the first. Wisconsin came back in the second with the victory. Now even at 14, make it 15-14 Wisconsin after that last one. Third set on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
1 point Badgers lead. 12th ranked Wisconsin leads Oregon here at Matthew Knight Arena. It's 15-14 third set. Oregon won the first by 2 in extra points, 28-26. Badgers won the second by 2. And right now another tight one here. Third set, 1 point Wisconsin lead.
And what we've been seeing now, we've got Allie Andrews' names being said a few different times. She's gotten involved in the offense. And when you start getting involved again, then blockers have to respect that. They have to commit to you because the attack is so fast, and then that opens up holes. Mimi Collier able to come from the back row, have success from the back row. So let's go. Here we go.
Here's Miley Chan serving short near the 10-foot line. Back right attack by Clemente. She'll tool the block. Clemente, kill number 12. Oregon ties at 15 in the third.
That's a tough serve by Miley. She puts it kind of on the, we have this big O on the court. She gets it in the green of the O. That's a really short ball, but Oregon able to handle it.
Taylor drives it at Warren. Wisconsin's out of system, bump set. Back row roll shot from the right back by Collier. It's up near the net, and it's pushed over by McFadden. McFadden right up near the center of the net, pushes it over, 16-15.
That's just what we've been seeing. Oregon having a lot of just hustle plays where they get the ball over really kind of weirdly, and we're just not able, we're not ready, we're not able to handle that.
Taylor lines it at Warren, sticks the pass to Horner. Left side, here's Vigic. Rattles off the block, off the defense, down to the floor.
Okay. And Oregon just hustle. Their hustle plays are there. They're diving. They're going for these balls. They're trying to get second touches on them. I'm not sure if I'm seeing that from our side. So I see the heart on Oregon side. I want to see the heart on the Badger side. 16
each, third set. Here's Addie Horner, Wisconsin's freshman, left to right at the Ducks. Right side attack, Vallette lines up, deep and out, but a touch.
No, maybe. Una said no. I believed Una. She tends to be an honest person. She said no touch, and then she didn't argue, so I'm sorry.
No argument from the rest of the Badgers. Here's Vallette. Up high into the air with the right hand, pounds it over. There is Collier, spins it up front to Horner. Some miscommunication, bumped over by Quest. Now Oregon attacks from the left side. Roll shot Myers, Simon stops it. Back row, Collier flies in, slams it, and it's in and down. It's off the defense, off to the left, and it's a kill for Collier.
We're lucky that little, misset from Addie there. She's running forward. I don't know if she got caught up with where the middle was in front of her, but kind of a misset there, so able to clean it up and get that point. 17
apiece, third set. Here is the left side swing. It's through the block, it's Myers. It's dug by Wisconsin. It's a bump set that goes over the net and pushed over by Clemente with two hands down the left sideline of Wisconsin and inbounds.
They called that in?
They called it in. 18-17 Oregon.
Yikes.
No argument, though, from the Wisconsin side. Here is Shepard serving now. Reese Shepard, the 5'9 freshman, serving from the right back. Steers it over to the left back at Collier. Right side, Quest chops down the line and gets a touch, and Madison Quest gets the kill.
Sometimes that ball is going out, but she's going for it. You try to get out of the way, and she just goes ricocheting off her arm. So lucky play there. Got to string together some points here. We're almost to the red zone.
18 each, third set. Simon pounds it over to the left back. Taylor waits in the pocket. Quick set middle. Shachutovic sneaks it by the Badgers defense, and it's now 19-18 Oregon, third set.
It's a nice pass. You can't look at that. Perfect pass. They're able to run their full offense. So, I don't know. That didn't seem like a tough enough serve there.
Wisconsin passing 3 against Clemente now. Into the net and off to the left. Left side of the net. Miss there by Clemente. 19 each.
It's a really pretty serve when it goes inbounds, but for how 5 errors, that's really a lot.
5 errors behind the line. Now out of system are the Ducks. Left side, Myers off the top of the block. Wisconsin has it. Horner sets it. Left side, Collier. Fukumoto has the stop. Oregon to the left. Myers past the Badgers defense and good. Touch called. Point Oregon. It's 20-19. The Ducks in the red zone in the third.
It's a good serve by Quest. One option. I don't know, passing for the Ducks, but they're able to pull through that rally.
Here comes Oregon. Myers sails it out of bounds. Mimi Collier standing on that left sideline, just moved out of the way. Standing right next to that left sideline, and that one went past the left shoulder of Collier, out of bounds. 20 each, third set. See if Mimi can go on a run. She had a good run behind the line in the first. Pass off to the right. Taylor setting. Left side. Vowlette winds up. Nope. Stopped at the net by Wisconsin.
No, I think that fell down in front of Andrew.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, she sneaks it in there. The block's there. We've got a really nice replay here. We're pressed. She just sneaks it through.
Correction. Point
yes,
Oregon.
That's it.
Addie Horner throws one over with the left hand and the setter dump, 21 each.
We love an offensive setter, and that's a great opportunity to use it. It's fast. It's to the floor. Sometimes she puts the ball, and I don't know, she just kind of dinks it over, and there's too much arc on it. It's an easy dig for the other team. That one, she forces it to the ground. There's not a lot of people that can dig that ball. It's a great play. 2
kills now from Horner. 31 assists for the Badger setter. Miley Chan serving. Short one at the 10-foot line. It's off the net. It's played off the net. It's back over to the Badgers. Here comes Wisconsin. Horner runs the slide.
Yes.
There's Booth, and it's deep and in.
There it is. Started with a great serve from Miley. Again, she puts the ball, that probably was on the 7-foot line if there was a 7-foot line. It's a tough ball, not able to generate any offense.
22-21, Wisconsin by 1. Late in the third, this match even at a set apiece. Timeout Oregon. So the Ducks take a timeout. The Badgers lead by 1. Third set from Eugene, Oregon. Back with more on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Timeout on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 1031-2025.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Back to the action from Eugene, Oregon. John Arias, Jess Williams with you. Right back attack by Clemente. Popped up by Chan. Set up over to Una, left side, and she ricochets off the block and down. Wisconsin 23, Oregon 21, late third.
Love the heart from Miley Chan. I mean, you're going to come in, you're coming in for a half rotation. That's what you got to do. You got to put in tough serves, and then when you need to make the defensive plays, you got to make the plays, and that's what Miley does in that rotation.
All right, so timeout now, Oregon. A 3-0 scoring run from Wisconsin here at a critical point. Are you surprised at how close every one of these sets have been?
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a good pull-away, kind of crushing match, but this is a really good team. This is a really fast kind of offense. They are just a really offensive team. I don't know. I didn't think this was going to be an easy victory for the Badgers. So, like I said, I love a good beatdown, but did not think that was going to be. I mean, yeah, I would love for that to happen every match, but realistically, this is Big Ten volleyball. Everyone's kind of beating up on everyone right now, and I did not think this was going to be an easy victory whatsoever. So I'd rather us earn it. I think you learn more from the matches that pull you out of your comfort zone, and yeah, this is a great team. Clemente's kind of an anomaly with this lefty serve, lefty right side. We love to see that when Grace Lopez is healthy. She's got kind of a nasty. She's a lefty on the right side. That's a hard attempt or hard attack to defend. So, no, I love to see this. This is good.
And one thing Kelly told me too is that this is obviously a team that's under a first-year coach, put together, and they're just getting better. They're getting more and more playing time now, halfway through the Big Ten season after today, and it's a team that he says is just getting better every single week. Serve over by Chan. Left side, here's Vowlette. Block touch, Wisconsin. Warren scoops it up. Left side over to Vigic. Punches it down the line for the kill. And Wisconsin reaches set point in the third.
There's times where we make volleyball look easy. That play, Anaya kind of run through that ball in the middle of the court, makes the dig look easy. Addie makes the set look easy. Una makes the attack look easy. More of that. Let's get more of that.
Set point, Wisconsin. Chan, left hand to the left back, steered by Vowlette to Taylor. Pass to attack for Vowlette, and she tools the block, but Wisconsin has some points to play with.
That's good. I want to see this. I feel like our block is there. Let's see it. We got the other antenna. Block not totally set. So, I mean, that's an easy wipe when the block is not there. Ball's a little bit tight. We got to get stopped. Addie dropped that right hand, and that's an easy block.
Second set point now for the Badgers in the third. Taylor, right hand across, handled by Una. Perfect pass, back to Vigic, left side, into the block, covered by Wisconsin. Horner tries it to the right, a tip by Booth, and it's going to be bumped back over and out of bounds, and that's going to end set number 3. Wisconsin takes it by 3, 25-22, and the 12th-ranked Badgers lead 2-1. 25-22, Wisconsin, a third set victory. And they've won 2 straight sets now over the Ducks, and we'll try to close it out. Coming up next in the fourth set, Badgers win it, 25-22 in the third. Back with the fourth next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Timeout on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Mayageets drops it to the back left corner for an ace.
Presented by Steinhoffels.
Fourth set upcoming here from Matthew Knight Arena. John Arias and Jess Williams with you. The Badgers win set number 3, 25-22, and Wisconsin now takes a 2-1 lead in this match. Wisconsin hit .407 in that last set, although Oregon didn't look so bad offensively, hitting .344, but the Badgers able to take it, Jess, by 3 points.
Yeah, Badgers able to take it, made a few adjustments offensively, had Madison Quest in for Grace Egan that set. I don't know if Grace started, but Madison Quest kind of came in somewhere in there, and then Kelly made the adjustment, Miley Chan serving instead of Natalie Wardlow in row 6 there. So yeah, a few little adjustments. I think that we played better at the end of that set. It felt like I made the comment, volleyball felt easy there. It didn't feel like we were making hard digs, but we made them look easy. Our offense felt like it was kind of seamless. It was easy. The blocking was stopped and felt easy. So I'd like to see that continue in this set, because I feel like easy volleyball is better than making it look hard and I don't know, forceful. So here we go.
Here we go. Fourth set. Wisconsin trying to end it in 4 today. Ducks trying to push it at 5-5 on their home court. Horner setting, left pin, Quest down the line and out of bounds. Or a touch called.
Got a touch. Got the touch. Yeah, off the block. Clemente not stopped on that one. I was hoping we'd get a little replay there. No replay. It did not look like the block was stopped there, so she caught a little piece of her hands.
Quest had 2 kills last set. Starts the 4th with a kill. Here's Taylor setting it left side. Off the hands of Horner, and it's good. It's a kill from the left by Myers, and it's 1-1.
And that time it kind of just traded the same point there. That time outside for Oregon, using our block, not stopped. So Quest gets stopped, get pressed, and that's a block.
Here's Shepard to serve. Right hand across, goes to Simon, picks it up. Horner sets it over left side. There's Collier into the block, covered by the Badgers. Now Horner tries again. Collier, sharp cross court, good off Myers. Collier had 2 kills in the 3rd set. Gets one here. It's 2-1.
And she sends it back. She gets blocked. We cover, and she sends the ball right back to Mimi. So I like that, again, the repeatability back to an attacker that didn't have success.
Simon, right hand across at Myers. Taylor, quick set middle. Shashurovich stopped at the net, and it's going to fall down to the floor after it was denied by the Badgers. 3-1 Wisconsin.
I like that ball because Quest's coming in to help on that. That's not her assignment, if you will, but she's there, she's up, and she gets that block. That's awesome.
Quest and Andrew, block assist apiece. Here's Taylor setting it up from the near side, swing by Clemente, and she tools the block. It's a kill for Clemente. It's her 14th of the match.
That one looks like it went off of Mimi's forehead.
Mimi was looking around for it afterwards, too.
Yeah, you don't know. You just don't know where that ball goes. So it's good awareness. Just went over the net. Ooh, that's a terrible toss.
Clemente, bad toss, and gets an ace. The pass by Collier goes over and out. Why was that it was just so wide.
Yeah, it was a really wide toss. It was, almost like she went out. So you're supposed to see the little dash on the side. You're supposed to stay within that. The serve isn't supposed to go out of there. So that went, outside the court, it felt like.
Simon's pass off to the left sideline. Collier brings it back in with a bump set. A tip over by Quest. Here come the Ducks. Left side, big swing. Myers into the block, covered. Ducks will try it again. Myers left side, tipping over the block down to the right front. It falls to the floor for Oregon, and the Ducks now have stormed back to take the lead. 4-3, fourth set.
Yeah, just a really well-placed block. Allie kind of reaching in at the last second there, but I got to handle this serve.
Wisconsin passing for Clemente at Simon. Spins a high one over to Horner. Roll shot from Collier, dug by Shepard. Ducks go to the right. Chuchurovic, cross court, dug by Wisconsin. Now here's Collier. A shot off the libero, and the dig attempt over and out off of Shepard of Oregon. So Mimi Collier has now 13 kills in a return to Eugene. It's 4-4.
And that's the most amount of points Clemente has strung together this match. 3 serves in a row.
Yeah, that was her best behind the line today.
Ooh.
Punch deep and out by Quest from behind the Badgers service line. 5-4.
Well, and we stopped the serve, and to come back and have a service there, that's kind of rough. But she's going for it. That one was barely out there. Can't falter for going for the serve, but come on, keep it in.
Here's Oregon. Sophia Myers pounds it over Una. Steers it up front to Horner. A little miscommunication on that set, bumped over by Andrew. Now inside the block, a punch is down by Vowellette. What happened there in that set from Horner?
Sorry. A complete lapse of judgment. No, she I don't know. Allie's running a fastball, and she sets a high ball off slow ball. So just a mental fart.
Here's the pass by the Badgers. A couple of players collide. Collier brings it back in. Now a free ball to Oregon. Taylor sets Clemente right back. Diving to her left, an overdig by Una. A dunk down attempt by Vowellette, kept alive by the Badgers. Here's Collier backpedaling swing. Dug deep, right back by Oregon. Right side, Chuchurovic on the slide, and it's good. She's the 4th Ducks player with 10 or more kills this afternoon. 7-4 Oregon in the 4th.
Anaya's making really nice plays in the right back, but we got to have more people making those. Come on, guys.
Right hand, punched over. Vigeach handles it. Great pass to Horner. Left side to Collier. Cross court's going to be ricocheted. Clemente with a great save, and now a free ball. That almost fell. Slide. Andrew, she'll silence the crowd. Ellie Andrew torches one to the back row, and it's 7-5.
And Oregon still with the heart, the hustle play. Clemente's laying out for this ball. I don't know if we're necessarily seeing that on our side, so we gotta pick up the hustle and the heart.
Here's Collier, leans into a serve, goes to Vowellette left back, overpass, Horner first touch, Simon bump set, near side, Una winds up, straight down off the block, it's good for Vigeach. She has reached double figures for Wisconsin. Redshirt sophomore, averaging about 2.6 kills per set this season, 8th time this year she's had 10 or more in a match.
Una looks like she has a cut on her knuckle or something. Yeah. So she made note of it. They called for a serve. So hypothetically, if they called for a serve, she would be out of rotation if she's over on the sideline. So the official calls for a halt here.
I see one of the they're checking the ball too, just to make sure the ball has nothing on it. She
Yep.
gets taped up.
Yep.
Back onto the court now. Vigeach 10 kills, a .350 hitting percentage for Una. Remember Friday night? Vigeach 9 kills, 8 errors.
Rough night.
Offensively. She did have 11 digs, but she's bounced back.
And she came out for a few points in the second set. So good to see her pulling through that and really making a difference on the passing as well. Nice serve.
Drop serve there by Collier. Has Oregon out of system. Vowlette, big wind up and a big finish on the left pin for Vowlette. Oregon 8, Wisconsin 6 in the fourth. Badgers lead this match 2-1.
Yeah, and you see Addie, she's on the court right now, and she goes, press. And that she's going straight up on that ball, so she really has to press those hands.
Shashurovich serves at Simon. Horner jump set left side. There is another one from Vajagic. Vajagic winds up and cranks out kill number 11.
And this is where knowing who's on the court and who's front row. So if setter is front row, she's a blocking liability. She's shorter compared to Clemente. And Clemente is really doing a good job of sealing that sideline. So Una reading the scouting report and knowing who's where. That's good.
Taylor at 5'9", the setter. The serve by Chan goes out of bounds. Short serve by Chan, left sideline, out of bounds.
And sideline to sideline, she's going from the left sideline on our side to the sideline over there. And Kelly's giving her some feedback right now, so I'm not sure if that was the plan.
Taylor sails one at Collier. Set goes to Vajagic, and she'll flip it off the blocker's hands. No.
Off the block?
No, flips it out. 10-7 Oregon, fourth set. Badgers have won the last two. Oregon won the first set. Here's Taylor. Sails it, another one at Collier. Pass high into the air. Simon forced a bump set at left side. Vajagic tools the block as it flies out of bounds, sideline to sideline.
Again, knowing who's in the front row. Clemente's in the front row there. She's been doing some good things in the front row for them, but the middle is moving. So hands not stop. Una uses that to her advantage there.
Horner, right hand over. Out of system, the Ducks bump set it. Here's Clemente, big swing into the Badgers block, ricocheted, shoved back over. Wisconsin again, right side, there's Quest, and she gets stopped. Almost a point for Wisconsin. The Ducks kept it alive, and Oregon gets the point.
Again, hustle plays, look at that. The will to keep that ball alive on the Duck side is there, and that's what I think we need to ignite on our side.
Vowlette, toss into the air. Jump top spin, handled by Simon. Good one up front. Collier, back row attack. Swings, dig goes off to the left. Played and kept it alive by Oregon. Now a free ball to the Badgers. Horner sets a quick one in the middle of Booth. Stopped and covered. Wisconsin tries another one to Booth. Power tip, and it's dug back row by Shepard. Left side swing. Tool shot good by Myers. Oregon gets the point. 12-8 Ducks in the fourth.
They got the crowd into it. The crowd's back, and the crowd's behind them. They're putting these plays together, and they're keeping this ball alive. We have to do the same.
Vowlette, bottom of the net on that serve. Service error, so the Badgers pulled it within 3. Wisconsin trying to end it in 4 here this afternoon. (12-9) Oregon. Vajagic approaches the end line, sends one over with the right hand to the left back. Taylor from the 10-foot line setting. Myers sneaks it through the Badgers block. Oregon has its 8th kill of the set with just one hitting error, and the Ducks lead at 13-9.
And I don't think we're putting enough pressure on our serve here. We're just kind of giving them easy points, and they're able to run their full offense.
Oregon hitting .500, the Badgers hitting .294 this set. Horner back set right side for Madison Quest, flies in, dug by the Ducks. Bump set Myers, big wind up, got it inside the block. Sophia Myers, the leading attacker for Oregon this afternoon. That's her 16th kill with just 2 hitting errors.
And the Ducks starting to pull away here. This is not, don't want to give them any more points than we need to at this point. Not a good time.
Sophia Myers, 16 kills for Oregon. Here's Horner in the pocket, setting left side. Everybody was out of the way of that one. There's a no-doubter from Mimi Collier, bouncing it to the floor.
That set was actually romantic, how perfect that was, and how the block lined up, and that was just a really, really good offensive moment.
Simon hangs in the air, serves one over, and it's going to fall down after the pass kind of got ricocheted off another player. There's an interesting one there. Simon hangs and bangs an ace.
And we've been, this connection between these two passers in this rotation here, rotation 3, they have a lot of trouble when this outside wants to go pass, and she doesn't.
Fukumoto pass to Taylor, flips it over to the near side. Clemente out of bounds.
No touch. That's a good ball. So Clemente trying to get that touch call there. No, I don't see it. Nope. And Una swing and a miss in the middle back.
14-12 Oregon, fourth set. Serve right to left by the Badgers. Taylor sets it up left side. Poked into the block by Myers. Now it's back to Wisconsin. Here's Collier. Cross court, sharp. Picked up Oregon. Myers, high tip over the block. Saved by Horner. Simon bump sets over to Quest. Hits the top of the net, but it's dug. Ducks continue with it. Clemente comes in almost to the middle of the net. Horner has the stop. Simon has the bump set. Swing coming up by Collier. Wide. Point Oregon. Fourth set, media timeout. 15-12. The Ducks lead the 12th ranked Badgers in the fourth. Wisconsin's trying to end it in 4. Oregon's trying to get to 5 this afternoon on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Badgers volleyball insights straight from the man on the sidelines.
There'll be aspects of what we're doing offensively that our teams have not done before.
Tune into the Kelly Sheffield Show on ESPN Medicine, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
The hardest ticket in town is for the volleyball match in the field house. I mean, that's really hard.
It's the Kelly Sheffield Show with Badgers volleyball head coach Kelly Sheffield and host John Arias on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Northwestern Mutual of Southern Wisconsin.
(15-12). Oregon leads Wisconsin in set number 4. John Arias and Jess Williams with you from Matthew Knight Arena. Before we continue, 10 seconds for station ID, 10 for illegal ID. You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball.
Hey, this is Jonathan Blackwell of Wisconsin Badgers Basketball. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Oregon won the first set here this afternoon. Badgers came back with wins in the second and third sets, and now in the fourth, Ducks by 3 midway through set number 4, and Alana Clemente is serving off the top of the tape. Simon's pass to the right sideline. Bump set Quest. Here comes a tip up and over by Collier. It's near the net. Setter dump. Taylor down. Middle back in front of Igeets. Taylor at 5'9" gets the dump, and it's 16-12.
Yeah, we got to get hands on that one. That's an opportunity miss there, especially seeing where this ball is coming from.
Badgers.
Yeah, we had no hands on that. We got to take someone up. Sorry.
Wisconsin passing for Clemente. Serves at Simon. Goes low to receive it. Great pass up front, too. Collier splits the block and bounces it to the back row. Kill number 15 from number 15, and it's 16-13.
Yeah, Simon making that look easy. I mean, she's reading that really well. That's, perfect tempo. That is a great set. And we got Egan coming in the back row for Quest right now, but that just felt right. That felt Badger-esque.
Egan, right hand across to the Ducks. Pass finds Taylor over to Myers into the block. Recycled. Here comes Oregon from the right side. Clemente back right. Attack. Egan goes low to save it off the floor. Left side. Did she bounce it in or out? Out of bounds from Mimi Collier. Hitting error number 10 today from Collier. Ducks by 4. Badgers need to make a move in the fourth.
Well, Egan comes in, makes a really nice serve. She gets a good dig. That's what you want to see when she hasn't been playing for a set, and it's good for her to come back in like that.
17-13 Oregon, punched over by Myers and out of bounds. All right, Wisconsin has plenty of time to come back here, down by 3.
Down by 3. Mimi serving. Give her some time. She's had a few errors here, hitting-wise, so give her some time to reset in the back row.
Oregon's largest lead in the set has been at 5. There's a good serve by Collier. Chased down near the bench by Shepard. Brought back in play and a free ball to Wisconsin. Nearly an ace. Instead, we're playing. Here's Andrew on the slide. Punches it over. Kept alive again by the Ducks. And another free ball. Egan to Horner. Collier flies in. Back row out of bounds. And once again, the hustle plays, keeping Oregon in a rally.
Twice. I mean, there's 2 in that rally alone. They're from Clemente. She's keeping them in this game, and not keeping them in this. They're winning this game, but she's keeping them ahead and making those plays.
Timeout, Wisconsin in the 4th set. The Badgers trying to shut the door in 4, and they need a break. It's Oregon 18, Wisconsin 14 here in set number 4. Badgers lead it 2-1 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
I'm John Arias, she's Jess Williams. The Badgers and the Oregon Ducks battling here in set number 4. Back to the action. Simon has it on serve receive. Left side, here's Feige, sharp cross court. What a kill. Una injecting some life into the Badgers right now, who trail it by 3 in the 4th, 18-15.
I think we've found ourselves in this position a few times this year. Where it's just, we got to bring the hustle, we got to bring the heart, we got to bring the fire on our side, and you can't do it when it gets to 22.
Chan, short serve to the left back. Taylor flings it over, right back attack. Clemente, yep. Clemente, kill number 15. Ducks by 4. They've led by as many as 5.
Well, and she's been out hustling. I think it feels like the whole Badger team this set. They're trying to get a floor wipe over here, but they're getting her the ball, and good things happen. Lucky things happen when you put all your everything into this stuff. That's what happens in volleyball. So
Wisconsin in this set, 179 hitting percentage. Oregon 391, and overall in the match, the Ducks are out-hitting the Badgers, 291 to 276. Wisconsin came in the number 2 team in the country this weekend in team hitting percentage, and a serve into the net will help the Badgers. It's now 19-16. Wisconsin trails by 3. They need to make a move now.
And Natalie Wardlow checking in the front row for Egan. So Egan played back row for Quest, and now we've got Wardlow in the front row.
Oregon 2-2 against the top 25 this season. Wisconsin comes in number 12 this afternoon here at Matthew Knight Arena. Over pass off the serve, and it's Carter Booth bouncing it off the middle blocker's dome for the kill.
Off a block and then into the antenna, so that's a pretty forceful attack there.
19-17. Wisconsin down by 2. Here's Horner from the right back, right hand over, just over the top of the net. Taylor off a good pass right side. Follett stopped, covered. Oregon tries the other side. Clemente off the block, and it's down. Clemente with her 16th kill. She and Myers each with 16, and it's 20-17 Oregon in the 4th.
It goes off Carter's head. Yeah, she's not stopped, and there's not a lot of options on that play, so I'm not sure why we're diving in on that. Last ball seems a little more dramatic.
Follett out of bounds. Jump topspin deep and out. Oregon's 16th service error this afternoon.
And Wardlow staying in here, so Kelly, it's not just a blocking sub. She's in there. Well, maybe it is a blocking attempt, but keeping a bigger block in all the time.
Vagic from the right back. Punches it over to the left back. Taylor runs the offense to the left pin. Myers with the hitting error out of bounds. Okay, how about this now? Wisconsin creeping back, down by 1.
Not gonna lie, I thought there was a touch off the block there. Not sure why they didn't challenge that, but we will take the free point. Keep it going.
Vagic, big serve here. Myers hand pass. Setter dump, caught everybody off guard by Taylor. Taylor gives the Ducks a 2-point lead.
Gosh, I hate how much I love that, but a well-opportune setter dump. I love you go, girl. Oh, they're calling for a floor wipe. Come on.
Yeah, it was a great setter dump there by the setter, Cora Taylor. Her 4th kill. 47 assists and 4 kills from Taylor.
And she's on the ground. That's a legal play there. She doesn't jump. She doesn't go over the top of the tape. So just a well-opportuned setter tip from the back row.
That ties her season high in kills.
Hate that.
Collier's pass finds Horner. Back to Mimi, pass to attack. Sharp cross court. Collier connects. 21-20 Oregon by 1. Late 4th set. Badgers trying to end it in 4 this afternoon.
She's been struggling a little bit, but she's pulling it out at the time that we need her to. So keep it up.
Simon, 2 aces already today. Taylor, one-hand setup. Here's Myers with a shot, handled by Simon easily. Left side, yes. Collier splits the block and punches one through to tie it at 21 in the 4th.
And Chris really exploiting this passing seam between the 2 Oregon passers in the left and middle back, and she's been doing that all game, had a lot of success.
Fukumoto middle back, left back, Myers again right between them. Now Taylor has to chase down the pass to the back row. Clemente comes in, a slam at Horner. She kept it alive, a bump set by Simon. Here's Collier into the block, back to the Badgers. Horner will try middle, that's Andrew. Flipped over, but it's dug by the Ducks. Now Clemente flies in from the middle, gets the block touch, and gets the kill.
Yeah, and they just put the ball high in the air for her. She comes in, takes a rip at it. Goes off the block there. Not a lot you can do on that. It's just, but also, I mean, she's been making her own luck this game. She's been, yeah.
And how about this moment? 22-21 Oregon trying to get it to a 5th with their best server, or one of the most dangerous servers, Clemente there, behind the line with Wisconsin passing 4. Jump topspin, handled by Vagic. A perfect pass to Horner. Here's Collier, block touch, and it's dug. We go on a bump set to Myers left side. Oh, she got it down the line. Season high 17 now from Sophia Myers, and the Ducks lead by 2. That was a really big moment.
That was.
Got it off the outside hand of Grace Egan, who was blocking up front at the net. Timeout Wisconsin here in set number 4, with Oregon leading 23-21. And once again, Wisconsin will have to pass 4 with Alana Clemente behind the line. Now, the thing with her is, you don't see 4 passers very often.
No.
And so number one, that's not something that you're used to doing. Now, Clemente has given Wisconsin some points with 5 errors, but that's something with that type of player. It seems like it's such a streaky type of serve that you may have 5 and you may be feeling good, and then a set or 2 later, it could flip the other way.
Correct. Yeah, special player, special server. When she gets the ball in, it is very dangerous serve. So passing 4 versus passing 3, I'm not sure if they feel any differently other than they're covering a smaller amount of court. I don't know. I was never a passer, so I can't speak for that. But you get more bodies there. It's less space that you have to cover as a passer. You get more seams, so it is a little bit more dangerous on your side. But she has been up and down all day with that. A lot of errors, so see if we can get one of those right now. But she has been keeping the fire alive for Oregon. She's been out hustling a lot of people. So like I said earlier, she's making her own luck here, and it's paying off.
Left back, Collier. Next to her, Vajagic. Then it's Simon. And on the far right of the backcourt, it's Grace Egan. So once again, Collier, Vajagic, Simon, Egan. Those are the passers for Wisconsin. It's 23-21 Oregon, a fourth set lead. Ducks trying to get it to 5. Wisconsin trying to end it today in 4. Here's Clemente, high toss. Comes across, Simon handles it. It's tight, it's an overpass, and Shushurovic crushes it down for the kill. And it's set point in the 4th for the Ducks.
And this is the rotation we want to line up here, but when Addie Horner is back row, so that ball overpass, she cannot go up and block that. That's just the unfortunate part.
Fans to their feet here at Matthew Knight Arena. Clemente, high toss into the air. Out of bounds. 24-22. Oregon's led by as many as 5 points in this set. Just at 3 a moment ago. Second set point for the Ducks with Egan getting an ace off her serve. The pass was shanked off to the left. And now Oregon will have another try, but the Badgers pulled it within 1. Timeout, Oregon.
And that passing seam, let's see, we've got Myers and Fukumoto. We've been exploiting that weakness this entire set. So we saw Kristen Simon serving into that seam. Now we see Grace Egan serving into that seam. If you can execute that, it looks like that Myers is just kind of vacating the area. She does not want to pass. So that's leaving Fukumoto a lot more court. And so what you're seeing is the Badgers exploiting that. That's we've been able to execute that really well today, but not able to execute a lot of other things. So while that's been really great, and working, the other parts of our game are sort of lacking. But come on, let's go.
It's a very, very pivotal point here in the 4th set. 3rd set point upcoming here for Oregon following this timeout. It's 24-23, Ducks over the Badgers. But another point by the Badgers would obviously push us then to extra points, and then we'll see what could happen from there. 3rd set point upcoming. Ducks are hitting .406 in the set with 16 kills and 3 errors offensively. Wisconsin's .235 in this set, 13 kills, 5 errors. But we'll see what Grace Egan can do behind the service line for the UW. She has 3 aces today. 5 kills, but big behind the service line with those 3 aces. 3rd set point for Oregon. In the 4th, they're trying to get it to 5 today. Here's Egan. Right hand, short serve. Picked up, Taylor, setting, right back attack. Clemente, out of bounds. We're tied at 24.
No, they're trying to say it was in. I mean, again, you could call it, challenge it. Well, they'll call timeout. Why wouldn't you challenge it? You're in the 4th set. You have 2. Okay, so this is coaching philosophy here. Yeah, I mean he's taking.
It's like a timeout.
Yeah, you could challenge here. You could save your. I guess when are you going to use your timeout? It's 24-24. So there's some coaching philosophy behind it here. It was close enough where you could challenge it. Maybe the ball swings your way, and then they would win the set if that was the case. But you do you.
Second time this afternoon, we'll play extra points in a set. In the first, we saw Oregon win it 28-26. The second set didn't go extras, but was decided by 2. 25-23 Wisconsin. 3rd set, a 3-point win. That's the most separation we've had today. And now we'll have more extra points here in the 4th. Oregon had 3 set point opportunities there, but now Wisconsin is on a 3-0 run, and they've tied it at 24. The opportunity was there for Oregon to get this to 5, but now the opportunity has presented itself for Wisconsin to end it in 4.
Well, Badgers have proven resiliency in the 4th set. You remember the showdown with Florida in the 4th set that went way extra points. So Badgers can turn it on at the end of sets. Love to see that a little earlier, so we don't have to wait till the end of these marathon sets. But if that's where we're at, that's where we're at. Okay, so now he's challenging. So, I mean, so what, sometimes you can get your, all right, back to coaching philosophy, you get your players into the huddle, you can ask them what's going on, or if they saw anything, but now it's they're icing Egan.
So the challenge, actually it makes sense, right? You get to talk to everybody.
See what they say.
Extended timeout, yeah, I get it.
And you're putting all the pressure on Egan here to, you're icing her, if you will. Not sure if we're going to see a replay over here.
Let's see.
They've already lost one challenge.
Yeah. So Oregon loses the challenge. They know they'll get one more if they go to 5.
Yep.
So
might as well. I mean, you don't want to leave it on the table, wonder if, what if. But again, it's just more time for Egan to think about her serve here. So that's what they wanted.
24-24. Here's Egan. Right hand to the middle back. Oregon runs it to Taylor. To the left side, Myers. Big dig by Simon. Now Collier winds up. Down the line, and it's dug by the Ducks. Left side, Myers tips into the box, stop. Now there's a joust. It's pushed over by Collier. Point, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Back row called against Oregon.
Yeah, so they're calling a back row here. So Bro takes it overhand. Okay, that is the correct call. So the Bro digs the ball overhand, and she is in front of the 10-foot line. She's in front of the 3-meter line, and then the Oregon middle attacks it. That is a back row setter or front row. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. That's a right call. Call should stand.
So now it's match point in Eugene for the Badgers. Served by Egan. Setter dump. Good. By Taylor, who took control of that. Ties it at 25. That stops a 4-0 run. Wisconsin almost walked out of here 5-zip to end it in the 4th. Instead, we continue on, 25 apiece. Myers punches it out of bounds with the service error. And it's match point once again for the Badgers. And Mimi Collier steps behind the line. 26-25 Wisconsin in the 4th. And the former Oregon Duck on match point. Punches it over right hand, pass high into the air. Taylor chases it down, bumps that and overpass. Andrew tried to push it back over. Picked up by the Ducks. Little roll shot by Clemente. Badgers grab, back row Collier, and why not? Mimi Collier finishes it with a back row kill against her former team. And the Badgers walk out of here a winner in 4. How fitting. Collier ends it.
I mean, gosh, these matches, they can go either way. So I'm proud of the way they stepped up to finish that 4th set.
Oregon had a couple of set point opportunities, but the Badgers close it in the 4th, 27-25, and Wisconsin reaches the midway point of the Big Ten season with an 8-2 conference record. Wisconsin is 15-3 now overall. The loss by the Ducks drops them to 13-7 overall and 4-6 in Big Ten play. Big win for the Badgers on the road, first time ever in Eugene, and they walk out of Matthew Knight Arena with the victory after the finish from Mimi Collier, her 18th kill to lead all players this afternoon. All right, coming up on the post-game show, we'll run through these final numbers for you. We'll hear from Wisconsin head coach Kelly Sheffield as the Badgers pick up a win at the midway point of the Big Ten season. Back with the post-match show next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
They say punters are people too, especially on KBN. Presented by Bud Light.
They're the doormat of the Big Ten. They're the worst team in the Big Ten. UCLA beating Penn State was the worst thing that could happen for the Wisconsin Badgers, because now if you look at the standings on ESPN.com, what I'm looking at, they're at the bottom right next to Rutgers and Purdue. And at least Rutgers and Purdue have some, when they've played the MAC teams, at least they're beating them by 30 points.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. Weekdays from 2 to 4 on ESPN Madison.
Timeout on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Pro volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
That was a thriller. In 4 sets, Wisconsin wins at Oregon for the first time ever, meeting in Eugene. The 12th-ranked Badgers victorious. They fell in set 1, 28-26 in extra points, then bounced back winners of the next 3, 25-23, 25-22, and in extra points, staving off set point 3 times, down 24-21 at the end of set 4. In extra points, Mimi Collier serves and delivers the match-winning kill, 27-25. Collier and the Badgers defeat her former team, the Oregon Ducks. Wisconsin improves to 15-3 on the season, 8-2 in Big Ten conference play. Oregon falls to 13-7 overall, 4-6 in the Big Ten. Post-match show underway. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. We go back to Eugene with John Arias. Post-match show continues next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Wild finish here in the 4th set at Matthew Knight Arena. John Arias back with you on the post-match show. Wisconsin defeats Oregon 3-1. And let's kind of recap how this all went down today. In the first set, 10 ties, 2 lead changes. Badgers had runs of 5-0 and 6-0 early in the set. They led by as many as 9. They would not win the first set, 28-26. Oregon, a big 7-0 Oregon run midway through the set. Basically brought it to even. Mimi Collier had 5 kills. Badgers lose the first set. Second set saw Wisconsin out-hit Oregon 222-139. 4 kills from Grace Egan, who was a spark offensively for the Badgers. Defensively, Wisconsin had 3 of their 6 blocks in the second set, and they were able to sneak out a 25-23 win to even it at a set apiece. In set number 3, Wisconsin ends up hitting 407 as a team, 344 for Oregon. 4 kills from Una Vagic. Smiley Chan was serving really well. Madison Quest came in and had 2 kills for the Badgers, and Wisconsin actually trailed it by 1 at 21-20 before a 4-0 run put them on top 24-21. They'd win at 25-22. And then in the final set here today, Oregon had it at set point 24-21, but the Badgers go on a 4-0 run to take the lead, and Wisconsin would eventually win in extra points 27-25 despite being out-hit 316-250 in the set. Final team numbers look like this. The Badgers end up overall hitting 290, so below their season average of 306 as a team. Oregon hits 282, that's above their season average of 269. 63 kills, 23 errors from Oregon off of 142 swings. 56 kills, 20 errors from Wisconsin off 124 swings. 60 assists from the Oregon offense, 53 for Wisconsin. Digs, Wisconsin got the Ducks by 1 today, 44-43. Checking the Steinhafels ace tracker, relax, it's Steinhafels. Wisconsin finishes with 6 aces behind the line today. Not bad for the Badgers. They did have 10 errors. Oregon gave Wisconsin 18 points behind the line with 18 service errors. Ducks had 5. And the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin block, like I mentioned earlier, just 6 total blocks for Wisconsin today. Oregon had 5. So those are the numbers. Badgers win it 3-1. We'll take a break, come back and look at the individual numbers next, and we'll hear from head coach Kelly Sheffield in a bit too. This is Wisconsin Badger Volleyball on the Wisconsin Badger Volleyball Radio Network.
With the Jump Around Podcast.
I can live with a Wisconsin program that gets 8 or 9 wins, loses to the top 20 teams, but beats your rivalry games out of 2 out of the 3. But how it is currently right now, it's hard to live with the idea of getting trounced by teams that you should be.
The Jump Around, outfitted by Iron Jock Apparel, with guests presented by Steinhafels, streaming live every Thursday on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top-quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Vagic drops it to the back left corner for an ace.
Presented by Steinhafels.
Welcome back to Eugene, Oregon. Badgers winning 4 over the Oregon Ducks. 28-26 Oregon in the first. Wisconsin took the next 3 sets. It was a close one. 2 sets decided in extra points. 3 sets decided by 2 points. What are your thoughts on this one following the victory in 4?
First of all, it was a great choice coming out of the break with that song.
Shout out to Hunter.
The Grateful Dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Grateful Dead played here in Eugene 10 times. They played in Madison 7 times.
I did not.
17 times between the two cities. We were in this match, a similar match against USC last week at our place, and I thought the only thing, the loss you'd much rather win, but the only other thing of being able to have a match like that on the road, and that was this, right? And it was a battle. It's proud of our kids and just how they stuck with it and just battled. That felt like a 4-hour match. I don't know how long it was, but it felt like forever.
No, you're right. It did feel like forever, and I thought it was kind of fitting. Mimi Collier ends it with the kill, but one of the things we talked about entering here was the serving of Oregon. They gave you some. They gave you some behind the service line. Otherwise, how'd you feel? Yeah,
I mean, just they have such a variety of serves, and that's, coming out of the gate, the person that had the most success serving the ball was the standing floater, with the slowest speed. And, you can get like that if you're tense up. And, they gave us quite a bit of points. They had a really big miss serve there kind of toward the end of the fourth set. But, Mimi set the tone at the beginning of the match. One of the things that was just really, really tough was how they, and we knew this going in, was how they attack out of system. I mean, their hitting percentages off of one option passes is the highest I think we've seen against an opponent. And they were out of system a lot, and they were getting quite a bit of kills on us, just finding hands and with some excellent swings. But there was just, Una had a big-time match for us, a great bounce-back match for her. Really proud of her. Middles were, we didn't get to them a ton. We were having more success hitting them in transition, and so we were trying to find them in transition, and they were hitting pretty high percentage in those cases. Grace coming back and making some really good serves, when they had match point, and Miley coming in the third set and putting in some really good balls to help us get back into the third set. And then I thought probably the play of the match was Kristen Simon digging a bomb cross-court swing. I think it was on match. I think they had match point, I think. And, right there toward the end, just a big-time play. Earlier in the match, she was getting beat on that swing. And, but a lot of different contributions.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up Una Vigic because she had, I think, 9 kills, 8 errors. She got aced 3 times on Friday, and her passing looked better, and offensively she goes for 13 kills with just 4 errors and hits 375.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great bounce-back match, and that's what, that's – you have that ability of being able to do that, and this was a tough team, a tough place to come in here and play, and that's what we need out of Una.
Yeah, and I think you kind of mentioned it, but it seems like how you talked about USC, there could be some things to learn from. The way the fourth set ended, down 24-21, 4-0 run, back in it, then went into extra points. That seems like a positive. You can spin the rest of the way too, obviously.
Well, obviously, yeah. I mean, it just, you got no room for error, right? And you've got to make some plays, and they had a really when we got when Grace came in there, that was a really good rotation for them, and a rotation that we are kind of having a little bit of problem scoring some points on, and. So that sometimes you can get on those runs at the end when you get somebody stuck in a really bad rotation, but that wasn't the case then.
And finally, Jesse Nelson wants to know how it was sharing the booth with Tausch last night at the football game.
It's a there are certain things that are life highlights.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that probably would be up there on the Mount Rushmore for me.
Wow, strong words. Very good. There it is. Mount Rushmore moment, hanging out with Tausch in the radio booth. Thanks, Kelly.
But I will say this.
Yeah.
When I listen to those football games, and you hear their skill and how they're able to present it. You and I were talking about this earlier, but when you're right there with them and just wow, I mean, they are unbelievable. That is a heck of a broadcast team, and to sit up there with them for a while and watch them go to work, and how they communicate and feed off of each other, it's really impressive.
Awesome. Impressive win by your team today in 4. Thank you for the time.
Thanks, John.
All right, there you go. That's head coach Kelly Sheffield. 3-1 win for the Badgers over the Oregon Ducks. And Wisconsin closes out the first half of the Big Ten season 8-2. Come back, look at the individual numbers, and wrap things up from Eugene next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Wisconsin, a winner in 4 sets over the Oregon Ducks today. John Arias back with you, wrapping things up from this portion of the post-match show from Matthew Knight Arena as they tear down the Terraflex and reveal that basketball court underneath it here in Eugene, Oregon. Wisconsin now 15-3 overall this season, 8-2 in the Big Ten. Let's take a look at the individual numbers. 4 Ducks in double figures in kills, led by Clemente's 17 kills. Did have 11 errors. 3 assists, 2 aces, 8 digs, and 4 blocks. Sophia Myers, a season-high 17 kills, hits .342 with 7 digs and an ace. Valentina Vallette, 3 errors, 11 kills, hits .267. And Shukorovich had 11 kills, hits .350, and also has 2 digs. Meanwhile, 5 kills from the setter, Cora Taylor, who had 48 assists, 6 digs, and an ace. McFadden, middle blocker, had 2 kills, 4 blocks. Shepard, the libero, 14 digs and 4 assists. For Wisconsin, 2 players in double figures. Mimi Collier, 18 kills, including the match winner for Wisconsin. She did finish with 11 errors, hits .146, had 6 digs, an ace, and 3 blocks, 4 assists too. And Una Vigic bounces back from a slow night on Friday against Washington, in which she struggled offensively and passing. But she goes for 13 kills and hits .375 this afternoon, 6 digs and an assist. Carter Booth was really big for the Badgers. Hits .400, had 9 kills and 2 blocks. And Alicia Andrew had 6 kills without an error, hit .750 with 3 blocks. So those Badger middles, after really a slow night Friday, even though the Badgers won, didn't really need that big of a contribution from them tonight. Big contribution, and they needed it. 15 total kills with 1 error of 28 swings between the two of them. Grace Egan had 5 kills, and behind the service line was really good for the Badgers today. 3 aces. Madison Quest, 3 kills, 2 errors, had 1 block. Addie Horner, 44 assists and 9 digs. Just missed out on her 3rd double-double of the year. She did have 2 kills. Kristen Simon with 14 digs, 2 aces, and 3 assists. Natalie Wardlow served for the Badgers. Anaya Warren had a couple of digs. Miley Chan was back there and had a dig for Wisconsin as the Badgers once again win in 4 sets. So the Pacific Northwest results in a 2-0 road trip for Wisconsin. Up next, the number 1 team in the country on Halloween in Madison. It's the Badgers versus the Nebraska Cornhuskers, the only matchup between these two teams this season. We've got the pre-match show on Friday starting at 7:30. First serve at 8:05 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. I'd like to thank Jess Williams for her help this afternoon. I'm John Arias saying so long from Eugene, Oregon. First ever match in Eugene. First ever win in Eugene for the Badgers as they win in 4 over the Oregon Ducks. Jesse Nelson continues on with the post-match show next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Pro volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Love Madison.
First ever Big Ten road trip to the Pacific Northwest, a positive for 12th ranked Wisconsin. They win in Washington on Friday night and then win in 4 against the Oregon Ducks this afternoon in Eugene. Ducks took the first set 28-26, then the Badgers win the next 3, 25-23, 25-22, and 27-25 in extra points in the 4th. What a day for Mimi Collier against her former team. 18 kills to lead all players, 6 digs, 3 blocks, 4 assists, and an ace. The Badgers prevail. This was a match that featured 37 ties and 11 lead changes. Very evenly matched all throughout the afternoon. Felt like it took a long time. More than 2 hours and 15 minutes of actual match time. But in the end, Wisconsin does make it time well spent with a victory over the Oregon Ducks. And of course, that gives the Badgers some positive momentum coming home Friday night to the Fieldhouse for the big one on Halloween, hosting number 1 and unbeaten Nebraska. Plenty more to talk about as the post-match show continues here in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. One quick programming note. If you are joining us looking for Green Bay Game Day, previewing tonight's Packers-Steelers game, that That is streaming exclusively on the ESPN Wisconsin app. You can also hear it live on the radio on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee right now if you're listening in Milwaukee or on the app. And you can also watch the pregame show on the ESPN Madison and ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channels. We will join that in progress on our Badgers Volleyball Radio Network flagship, 100.5 ESPN in Madison, on the conclusion of our post-match show. Plenty more to talk about. Wisconsin wins in 4 over the Ducks on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 10/31/2025.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top-quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
12th ranked Wisconsin winners in 4 over Oregon this afternoon on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. 28-26, Oregon took set 1 in extra points, then Wisconsin the rest of the way. 25-23 set 2, 25-22 in set 3, and in extra points. The final set of the day, Mimi Collier with the match-clinching kill against her former team. 27-25, the Badgers prevail. They staved off 3 set points for Oregon that would have forced a 5th, just to tie it at 24, and then the Badgers ultimately win it 27-25 in that 4th set to take the match 3-1. One of the key statistics today, we don't talk about this one too often in our post-match shows, the errors, what stood out today. Oregon with 18 service errors to just 10 for Wisconsin. If you want to talk about free opportunities for the Badgers in a very tight match, Oregon presented 8 more than Wisconsin did. Service errors 18-10, Wisconsin with the 10, Oregon with 18, and attack errors, Oregon also with 23 to just 20 for the Badgers. So the errors significant today as Wisconsin proves to be the difference today in 4 sets over the Oregon Ducks, with 2 of those sets going to extra points. My name is Jesse Nelson. Post-match show continues here in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. By the way, if you're also listening to us on 100.5 ESPN in Madison, the Milwaukee Bucks and Cleveland Cavaliers tied in the mid-stages of the second quarter at 36. Good start for the Bucks, off to a 2-0 start for this season. That game will not be heard on 100.5 ESPN today. You can listen to it on 620 WTMJ, the Bucks Network flagship in Milwaukee. All right, let's turn our attention back to Wisconsin volleyball. Big win today over the Oregon Ducks, and let's get to our top 3 plays of the match.
Number 3.
Go to that second set, Wisconsin already trailing 1-0, and it was a really crucial moment in the match in the mid stages of set number 2. Oregon had some momentum. The Badgers needed to bounce back, and Carter Booth wanted to make that happen.
Deep middle back to Carter Booth, who connects again. Booth, bullseye, her 4th kill, and the Badgers lead it 10-9 in the second set.
Love when John goes alliteration on it. Carter Booth, 9 kills on the day. That was one of them, along with 2 blocks at the net. She continues to lead the team in blocks on the season with 80 overall. Allie Andrew with 76. Blocks are brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Block out the cold air this fall and winter with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today. Take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months. So that's our 3rd best play of the day. Now, let's go ahead and check the next one with our 2nd best play of the match.
Number 2.
It was Grace Egan in set number 4.
Second set point for the Ducks, with Egan getting an ace off her serve. The pass was shanked off to the left. And now Oregon will have another try, but the Badgers pulled it within 1.
And that was one of the points that Wisconsin was able to stave off. Set point from Oregon. Grace Egan, one of 3 aces on the day. Check out the Steinhoffels ace tracker. Relax, it's Steinhoffels. Grace Egan now tied for the team lead on the season with Una Vajagic with 14 aces to her name. What could be better than that?
Number 1.
How about the match winner for Mimi Collier?
Badgers grab, back row Collier, and why not? Mimi Collier finishes it with a back row kill against her former team, and the Badgers walk out of here a winner in 4.
John Arias with the call, as heard here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. A game-high 18 kills for Mimi Collier today. She led all players in today's match. 18 kills, 6 digs, 3 blocks, 4 assists, and an ace in her return to Eugene. Mimi Collier helping propel the Badgers to victory in 4 sets over the Oregon Ducks this afternoon. We'll talk about what's still to come on Friday night at the Fieldhouse. The big one circled this season, Wisconsin and number 1 Nebraska. That's straight ahead. Post-match show continues on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Underneath it, bump set, left side, powers it down. What a rally, and Wisconsin comes out on top.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title, hear every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Blocked by Bucky.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also brought to you by Gordon Flesh Company and Goodman's Jewelers.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your Halloween, holiday, or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Wisconsin in 4, and the 12th-ranked Badgers improved to 8-2 in Big Ten Conference play, 15-3 on the season after defeating the Oregon Ducks this afternoon in Eugene. Post-match show continues here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network, and now it's time to turn our attention to what Friday night will bring us at the Fieldhouse. Trick or treat, Halloween night, 8 o'clock first serve, 7:30 pre-match show starts here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Wisconsin and number 1 Nebraska, the lone regular season meeting between these two teams this season. 8 o'clock first serve at the Fieldhouse. You know it's going to be rocking. You know the entire crowd is going to be dressed up in costume. Madison on Halloween night with number 1 Nebraska coming to town. The rivalry renewed, and what a night it will be at the Fieldhouse. Wisconsin and Nebraska, their lone meeting this season. The Cornhuskers, one of 2 unbeaten teams in the country. The other, Wisconsin has already faced this season, the team that handed the Badgers its first loss of the year, the Texas Longhorns. Those two teams met on the end of August at the Kohl Center, Texas and Wisconsin. Was that August 31st? I think it was. So it would be August 31st and October 31st. Wisconsin playing against the 2 undefeated teams in the country. Wisconsin and Nebraska coming up on Friday night. Again, pre-match show starts at 7:30. First serve at 8 o'clock. You do not want to miss that one. That is the one that has been circled by most Badgers fans as the match to catch this season here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. 12th-ranked Wisconsin victorious on the road against the Oregon Ducks in 4 sets. 2 of the sets went extra points. Oregon took the first, 28-26. Badgers set 2, 25-23. Wisconsin set 3, 25-22. And in extra points, Mimi Collier delivers the match-clinching kill, 27-25. The Badgers prevail. They are now 15-3 overall this season. We will see you Friday night on Halloween for a top 10 matchup likely between Wisconsin and Nebraska. For John Audius, Jess Williams, executive producer Hunter Vaughn, and everyone part of our Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network, my name's Jesse Nelson. Thanks so much for joining us. Wisconsin-Nebraska comes your way Friday night on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.